Yeah.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we can't hear you, Juice. Thank you for stopping by on this fine platform. Will surely be another fine episode. You know the voice, you know the name, and you definitely know the game. But we shall say that for last. At this time, this is when I bring in my players.
Hey, yo, what's understood? Don't have to be explained. It's your boy El Papito. One, the great King one, done one, whiskey one up in here, man. Trying to have a good old Sunday.
Am I ugly? My eyes!
Yo, it's your man Jay Marley, and you didn't know that was the inside look into one's life every day. And, they call me Petty Pimpin'. Since I can't get the pimping, I guess I'll just be Jay Petty. But hey, let's get it going, baby.
Shit, yo, you need to have a clip of your ass out there washing the car, mowing the fucking lawn, and making a fucking 5-course meal within a couple of fucking hours.
Oh my
God. Up at the crack of dawn, motherfucker.
Hey man, I think I saw you on the road, man. You didn't see me. I saw this big nigga in overalls looking like the
Oh my god. Fucking rooster up at the crack of dawn. Over here doing all that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Juice Shakur. I probably won't be able to say my introduction because Tommy and Cole over here arguing. But I do also go by the Love Doctor, better known as Doc Love. And man, we already know we one player short, you know what I'm saying? It's almost November. Y'all get ready for him. He's about to come out of his cocoon pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gorilla Pimpin'. And if I got Mr. Whiskey in the building, if I got the pettiest of them all in the building, it's only one. It is only one. Nice, the nigga left. But I'm gonna let him describe and tell y'all who he be. Player. Let him know something.
Appreciate that, Juice. I am none other than Mr. Al Roca.
Wow.
Mr. Neha Peach.
And the ching ching stove.
Rose today, baby. Mr. Bag of Destruction himself.
He ain't gonna make it 30 minutes.
You're nasty.
Thank you. I do it for y'all. If you don't know what all these names are equaling up to, I am none other than Von the Villain. And together, we are the collective of I'm Just Saying 48. Brother Marley, man, you know what to do.
Yes, fellas. Now, just one correction on that last intro. He don't do it for us. He do it for the last name, which is Hamilton. So we do it for him and Juice. That's who we do it for.
Whoa.
I mean, the fam is a part of that equation, but
Hold on, Vaughn. Says the person that married my cousin on my father's side. Yeah, that's real.
My last name was Berlin last time I checked it.
But yet and still, we share the same blood. We share the same blood.
My last name was Berlin.
Might not have the last name, but share the same blood. So
I would have had to reconcile her if she had that.
You're part of the fam too.
Exactly. You trying to marry it? Hey, in the great words of a Big Creek, come serve this royalty. You trying to marry into royalty. Come on now.
The man is a part of the group.
No. I said the bloodline. I ain't got nothing to do with Vaughn. Now that it's kind of ironic that Sensei and what would he be? Protege. Now we already know one done discovered that the receipt was meant for you and not him. So
absolutely.
I already know him. It had the road check stamp. Had that chili they dropped from that chili dog on that.
I'm just saying, you know. I'm just saying, you know.
That's the gas station chili dog.
I'm just saying. You a man of many
There's a
mysteries.
pile of Lay's bags in the background if you look closely in this receipt. So yeah, there's only one nigga on this show.
One, I got a
Nah,
question.
fam.
One,
Go.
I got a quick question. How
Mm,
does the boy do it? The boy
man.
washes the cars, mows the grass, cooks the meals,
Right,
and eat
right.
ass. The boy is
Then have to
amazing.
eat a
I
ass.
mean, I ain't never trying to be that amazing, but the boy
Look,
got to
bro.
go, you know.
Damn,
Look.
Von, you picking up your game. I didn't know that was you.
The man.
I ain't,
The
I
man is gonna
ain't,
do all that work up at the crack of dawn, then wake her up by eating her ass. That's the type of time.
Hey
That the
man,
man
let me tell you
always
I
something.
on.
mean, I
You a
ain't
good
want to
ass
know all that.
man. If you doing all that, you a good ass man. That's love right there, boy.
Hey, that's him all day. Shit. That's Jay Marley. The
That's
ass
He give
breathe.
love,
that's
love,
false,
love,
false
love,
fake ass news. Hell no.
crazy love. He
Ain't
give
eating a
love,
goddamn thing.
love.
Ain't no grass to cut, nigga. We live on the third goddamn floor, so grass is
Hey,
gone.
hey. I mean, you know, that we was talking about what what you used to do in your prior honeydew list. We know you got other chores now, like feed Garfield, walk what's the dog name? What's the dog name?
First of all, the cat name is fucking Bagheera. The second,
I'm sorry, Garfield and who? Yeah. Don't tell nobody else.
They said McGregor.
That
Go
damn
ahead,
cat
go ahead
eat.
with your question, man.
Oh,
fucking
I'm sorry.
Bagheera from Jungle Book, y'all clown ass niggas.
Oh.
But get back to the topic, man. We go on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, you used to the show, you know, we get off real quick here easily. So, first topic here is if you had unlimited budget with resources to make your dream album, what would you do and who would you feature? Who would you love to feature on there? The floor is yours.
Anybody want to go first? I go first if nobody wants to go,
You
but
the music man.
okay, bet for sure. First off, before I do anything, I'm gonna pick up Rick Ross for this project. Not so much the feature. Who knows? Depending on how it flows and how the album is going, I'm gonna have Rick Ross to simply A&R because I want him to pick my beats. I have
Smart
a
move.
list.
Smart move.
Absolutely. I have a list of producers I would love to work with. Pharrell, who I think is just my unsubpoenaed greatest producer of all time. Big Crit, Boy Wonder. I'll say Beats by the Pound. If you're not familiar, they made a lot of No Limit discography.
Take it back then, boy. How you do that there?
That's right. Yeah, I think I'll top it off with that. I think those producers can give me what I'm looking for. I have features from Conway the Machine, Crit himself, Raheem Devine. What's up?
Oh man, something in my throat, bro. Oh man, go ahead, bro. Who are you featuring?
I'm not finished.
Okay. Oh, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
And throughout the album,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have interludes played, maybe no more than 2 to 3, to kind of fit the theme of the album, narrated by Mr. Juice Shakur himself. And so,
okay. Now you
it's
talk.
like, and towards the end of the album, I throw a feature with him and my cousin Trill on there.
Goddamn right. Baby, won't you come? Oh, shout out to my cousin.
That's an inside show. He was if you know, you know. Yeah, it is a lot of other stuff I can do, but I can't think of right now. That's just the main thoughts that pop into my head. You know what I'm saying? So,
shit, what kind of album is it gonna be though?
For me, I'm not much of a rapper, but Juice will tell you I was quite a musician of many instruments.
Oh Lord.
For real. For the viewers that don't know,
can though. Low key, I'm laughing, but low key, he can play an instrument. He can.
The cello.
I can understand that coming from you, Juice. It's just you gotta understand when this nigga say something, we immediately go to the worst possibility. Cause
Exactly.
Oh my
Hey, yo, the
God.
way he making sound. Hey, yo, he making sound, man.
Understandable, but he has receipts. He has receipts. He did
Yeah,
put in
nigga,
that work.
I played the cello from 4th grade all the way to 8th grade. I played the keyboard for 2 years in high school. I actually do know how to play some instruments. Not a lot, but I am a musician.
I respect on the cello. I played that before I moved out of there. But yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, shit, yo, that sound about right. Jay Marley and Bun playing the same instrument. Okay, sound good.
Hell no.
Understandable.
Hey, you know, hey, one, that's funny. You know what else sound about right? Fuck you.
One. I'm gonna tell you the key to playing this instrument. You gotta look depressed as hell as you sitting there playing that.
Oh, bro, I was not fucking depressed. I was reading my sheet music.
My sister was in like, she had to be like in 11th grade. You know, just before my freshman year. She was like, tell me why the middle school come over to our, to high school to give a concert. She said, I see him up there playing the instrument. That nigga look sad as hell.
I was reading my sheet music, bro.
Yeah, that sound about right.
Hey, Dr. Lee, know you in here wasting tape.
Start the mama beat. Nah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, fuck, he saying shit all the time.
It was, for me, that was therapeutic. I fucking getting in a lot of trouble, beating a lot of ass. I had a lot of anger issues around that time, so the cello cooled me down. So yeah, that's when I got into that music shit. Yeah.
It's a beautiful instrument, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know what a cello is, look it up. Very beautiful instrument. But yeah, that's Von the Villain's album. I don't have a name and then I don't know if that was required, but that's what I would do. Just off the top.
I got a name suggestion for you.
What's up?
Too Nasty for the Orchestra.
The fuck?
I mean, it makes sense.
Too Nasty for the orchestra. Oh, I mean, like I said, it's all rough draft. So, like many artists, I'm pretty sure they went through many names for their album. So that's one of them. Okay, that could be one of them. I was thinking about the lair, you know, the whole Von the Villain thing, playing off the villain word, the lair. That's just me, but I could be wrong. That's my 2 cents. That's my resources.
I bet. Look, check this shit out. Check this shit out here. All right. Hit me fucking good. All right.
All right.
The name of my shit is gonna be What's Understood Don't Gotta Be Explained, right?
Okay.
Bet.
Don't have hyphens in between that, right?
I'm gonna have my nigga Juice up on there. Definitely.
Ha!
You know what
Already.
I mean? Gotta be a feature. You know what I mean? I'm also gonna have my boy K Black as a feature.
Correct.
Absolutely. And if I would go with like an actual person that's like big time or whatever, I only want one feature. I want Andre 3000 up on the fucking song. All right? You hear me? I want Andre to be up on the song. And I would want some producers. I'm going to hit up Cole, but I'm going to tell Cole to give me some of his old shit. Like, I ain't trying to be up on the new, like,
Friday Night Lights?
Yeah, I need those type of beats.
Okay.
Friday Night Lights type shit. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't like the sideline story. Do you want it? Do you want to be? But
Happy. Oh, go ahead.
Like and I would probably have, who would I have to like EP? It probably would be Cole as well. And I would have like I also would have one more person to go and have features, even though he ain't gonna even rap. I'm gonna have him do all the ad libs the same way he be for J Rock and Schoolboy Q and all that shit. Kendrick Lamar. I'm gonna have a song to where he just doing all the ad libs and stuff like that. And
he's good at doing ad libs.
Yeah, and the whole album is just gonna like talk about like why I hate people who be waking up at the crack of dawn, trying to mow lawns, and like, you know, trying to fucking car.
I hear that darkness in the background.
Like that. You know what I mean? Like
So
the
the
whole,
whole album gonna be a diss album. You gonna spend all this money to make the greatest diss album in the world to me? I'm honored, man. I guess.
I'm gonna be snapping on them. You feel me? Like I'm gonna go no
Oh
holds
my
barred.
god.
You feel me? So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, fucking problem.
I guess it's on me.
I'll go on and go
Oh,
because
go ahead, Marlon. Go ahead. Go ahead.
you throwing one of these absolutely crazy ones in here real quick before we get
Mm-hmm.
to the last good one because I know my shit just ridiculous. But for me, man, y'all broke it down farther than what I was thinking. I was just thinking about the artists and like type of albums and shit. But since we're going with like produce who you want to produce with the album, I would say I would work with T-Pain, give him some love, and it would
Okay,
be
sure.
as the producer and the creator of the album. And I was thinking something like, because it's not gonna make sense. It's not gonna be a certain genre, and it could be more like a DJ Khaled thing where I just have my favorite artists or people that I like on, and they have their own songs, like just dream collabs. I always wanted to happen and shit like that. So it won't be just like me rapping or like any individual like album. And I have a mixture of like some rappers I like, and then I was also thinking some R&B people. So it'd be like a rap and like a G Funk type album mixed together, whatever. But you know, one was talking about how albums are getting too long here, so I don't want to make it too long. It'll still be a nice, respectable, like fucking 13 to some length album or so. But finally get the feature with J. Cole and K. Dot, fucking gonna have Big Crick in there. Then, got some of my old favorite Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, some of my favorite old people in there also as well. Just like I said, T.I. gotta have Andre 3000. That's my guy. And just like a real down south fucking vibe party album with fucking all the resources they need that they wham to do and come out with one of the most banger albums ever. And then with I will also have like for the funk I will have like I said Ari Lennox and then fucking
Great vocalist.
and then Jamela Woods. I don't know if y'all know her. She been working with Jadiq on tour. I saw her with him like a couple years ago with my wife and everything. She was on tour with him. She's real cool, like neo soul type artist or so.
Mm-hmm.
So have them two mess with Jill Scott as well. And
Oh, fine ass.
you gotta if you're gonna have the G Funk the nerd, you gotta have Mrs. Hill on that bitch. So I feel like it'd be a good mixture. You have some good like some dream collabs that everybody been wanting to hear, as long as with like nice like neo soul type beats and songs and shit like that. So like I was saying, like the name probably be like the Circus because you had the 3 Ring Circus, and then I'm also Lav, so the Lav box or something like that. Shit, I might have some Lav drops in that bitch and stuff like that. But yeah, that's mostly what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Man, y'all actually, Marlon, that wasn't bad at all. That one, I mean, it's like you put a G Funk meets neo soul type shit out there. Honestly, Vaughn was on to something with the EP with Ross, but I'm gonna add in a surprise person. I want Ross to pick my beats, but to add like certain little sounds and little like cinematic moments. I want to put Quincy Jones there too, because
Okay.
I mean the guy that literally helped make the greatest album of all time. I mean
Yeah.
Quincy Jones. Um,
Thriller.
far as producers, um, of course I want a little bit of Warren G. I want a little bit of DJ Quick, but I gotta keep it southern. I want Crit. I want Banner. Manny Fresh, but far as my overall direction, I'm gonna give the job to Kanye, but let me say this very cautiously.
He gotta be on his meds.
The moment he treat me like Chance the Rapper and tell me to sit my ass down and shut the fuck up, I'm beat his ass and then I'm gonna give the job to somebody else. So he got a question mark or asterisk by him.
You still gonna have to pay that invoice now.
Right. I mean, that might be the price I have to pay. But overall, I want to give direction. I want the old Kanye though.
All you want. My bill is still coming, sir.
I want the old Kanye. I want everything for us like from 808 back.
Okay, nothing
old
past
Kanye.
808, huh?
Huh?
Nothing past 808.
No, nothing past an 808.
I don't
You
know.
go
You sleep on my
808.
Dark Twisted Fantasy, fam. I don't know.
No, it's cool. That was cool. But I'm just saying, this is my goddamn album. Okay, so here we go. Features. Of course, the typical. You know what I'm saying. We gotta get J. Cole. We gotta get Kendrick. We gotta get Crit. I mean, I'm gonna throw in some surprise names. I always wanted to work with Rich Boy. I always felt like he was slept on. His style is very unique.
You always give him his flowers. I respect that.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Who else would I want to work with, like on an actual? Oh, and producers wise, I'm gonna throw in a surprise producer, Shawty Red on the track. I always fuck with Shawty Red.
Godfather's a trap.
Okay, you got to bring a little bit of everything in there. Of course, I'm gonna throw in Anthony Hamilton because you gotta have some kind of soulful feel in your music. Crit gonna bring it. Even David Banner can bring it, but it's like you gotta have that one, nigga that can sing. But imagine a track with Anthony Hamilton on it, but CeeLo Green is on the goddamn hook. Come on now. You gotta have CeeLo on that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I fuck with CeeLo.
Oh yeah.
I would get 3 Stacks, but I got the best replacement for 3 Stacks. Hear me out. After the Cole, the Kendricks, and all that, I gotta put my brother Warren on there.
Yes,
I gotta put my boy K Dot on there. I gotta put my fams on there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Marley might play like a tambourine or something, but we're gonna get him on there some way somehow. Vaughn, we're gonna have you talking some shit, on the intro, interlude. But I'm just gonna keep it real. Fat gonna take the place of Andre 3000. I'm gonna have him playing the flute. So I got my 3000 vibe. It's just with Fat.
Personal Andre 3000. That's it. I feel
right. I ain't gotta pay that much. So this is me being
budget. Goddamn.
into music I wanted to do. It's like, what am I forgetting? Like I got Quincy, Kanye on he a question mark. I'm just trying to think like what would just send it over the top. Of course I gotta get a feature from Ice Cube, one of my favorite artists from back in the day. So pretty much I think the direction I would be going in is like I want to get a piece from each side. I want to show the diversities, not only just from a Southern sound standpoint, but I want to get a little bit of the East, combined it with the West, but it overall got the blend of the South. It got that boom bap to it. With the, of course, with the North side, got to show some love there. And I think I'm gonna call my album, what would I name my album? I think I'll just go with the year, year I was born, 1989, because I feel like it will be a young perspective from a guy from that age frame and understanding, hey, it went from here to there to here, but where is it headed? I would have some young artists on there. I don't know. Oh, you already know who I'm putting as my young artist on there. You already know.
Yeah.
You already know. Not going down like this. I'm putting Yank on there for to hold it down for the new gents. You know what I'm saying?
King, goddamn it.
Huh?
Sniper King. I heard that.
You goddamn right. So man, can't stop, won't stop. I don't know if y'all seen that. Him and
I heard the song. It sounds pretty damn good too.
Hey. You crossing over low key, you just don't know it yet. But yeah, man. That would be my album. You know, I would just call it, the year I was born, and just kind of seeing the transitioning period. Like it would start off with an East Coast feel. In the middle of the album, it'll drop a little bit into the West. But lower half, you gotta have that Southern feel to it.
Okay,
That soul.
That's pretty good. You cover the whole map. You over get everybody have something on the album.
Oh yeah, and before we get off this topic, I ain't want to jump in over nobody. I forgot about this because this is important to the last step of any music. I will have the album mixed by Mike Dean and Dr. Dre. So that will be my final touches of the album. That's it.
That'd be nice, but the album might never come out. You got Dr. Dre.
Yeah, good point, Marlon. Good point. Good point.
You're absolutely right.
The Detox 2 will come out before you even get that shit out. And he ain't even dropped one.
He just gonna be milking your ass until
exactly.
more kids through school, because you ain't never gonna get that album.
Like, at all.
I'm looking for perfection. If it takes 10 years, it takes 10 years.
You on that goddamn Disney timeline.
Eminem have 5 more albums out before you get that one out.
That one gonna be worth it though.
Hey, all the rest of the people on the panel should have been dropped. This should still be in the works.
Hey man. It'd be worth the wait, man. It'd be worth the wait. It would be worth the wait.
Just saying, man. Just saying.
Yeah.
But if anybody got some more to say on this topic, man, we can go and move along. I know we usually do it in chronological order, how we introduce ourselves and this and that. But I felt the question I had played great off this, since we talking about albums and we kind of always have a taste for music on this show. I want to ask you guys a question. How many skips does a classic album really need to have? Or any? Your honest opinion.
Well, in my opinion, it just depends, because it goes back into something Marley and Warren was discussing earlier. A big ass album, shit. I mean, nowadays, 30 songs, how many realistically are we going to honestly say, yo, these bangers? Out of 30 songs, you might be skipping 10, Right. So it just depends. It's kind of toss up in the air. It depends on how big the album is. If it's a normal size, I say maybe a 12 track playlist album, I would say maybe 3 to 4. If it's anything bigger than that, it could be damn near 5 to 10. So
you going out just like based off how many songs on the album?
Right. Because I mean, I just feel like big albums, they're gonna have they have direction. I just feel like it's just too much of a direction. Like it's like you being it's like, what's that movie called? It was so fucking long. Was it Lord of the Rings?
Probably so.
Lord of the Rings, like it was I ain't gonna say it was a great ass movie, because I couldn't tell you shit about it because it was too fucking long. But all I'm gonna say is this: it had its moments, but overall, you would kind of get lost in translation of it because it was so goddamn long.
Right.
You had to watch like 2 good hours for the 1 good hour of fighting.
We should have dropped that clip onto the internet out of context and just have all the nerds tech juice.
They'll come. Hey, don't play about that shit.
Well, in the great words of Harry Potter,
just make sure they download.
God on Slytherin, motherfuckers. Hey, get over it.
Download that. Just cussing them out.
And if they really want me to piss them off, I start talking about that goddamn Star Trek. Don't get me started. Star Wars 2.
But if I could, man, I would go with a classic album having any skips. I would say probably 2 to 3 upon like an album that's like 12 to 15 songs. But the whole point of it just having like trying to be a classic album anyway is, even though it's like 2-3 songs I would skip, I still know every like verse and everything because it's a classic. After a while, all of the songs I was like, I don't care too much about. shit, I still know it word for word and all of that shit. So, shit, I personally think that's what have it to be a classic. Like, yeah, I don't care too much about this song. I could skip it, but I still know this fucking song top to bottom, like still. So, I would say 2 to 3 for a album that's got about 12 to 15 songs.
Okay. Well, y'all, I can understand y'all going like far as like the quantity of songs. Me, and there's no concrete answer because music is basically a personal preference, which you can love, somebody can hate. But I would agree with one, maybe 2, 3, just narrowing it down, just beating it by hair, no more than 3. Y'all say 15, 16. I'm gonna use Illmatic, for example. You know, that's an album a lot of people say you can play through. I actually do not agree. To the fullest. I really don't agree with that. Like I take the song one time for your mind, one time.
What?
Yeah.
Yo,
One
whatever.
time
One
for your
time
one.
for your
I
mouth.
actually
One
hate that
time.
song. I skip that song every
What?
time because I hate it with a passion. I hate it with a passion. I skip the fuck out of that song.
That's my shit.
Whose world is this? I understand the
You don't
World
like that
is,
song?
I don't
what is wrong with you?
What?
listen.
Whose world is
Listen.
this? The
The
world
World
is
world
is
is
yours.
like
yours.
I can go
Mine.
verbatim and quote it because the goddamn Tony Hawk Underground game. That's when I first discovered that song before I even listened to the album.
To my man Ill Will, God bless your life. To my people throughout Queens, God bless your life. Man, come on, dude.
And I'm gonna skip that motherfucker with every mite in my goddamn finger.
Hey, yo,
You might,
that is a great
nigga,
song.
what? That sets the mood. You the type of nigga that skip one love.
Oh no, I
just
love One Love.
one
I
love.
love One Love.
I'm skipping that shit with every fiber in my bone.
I love One
That's
Love.
wow.
Ah.
But I'm just going to say that for me personally, it's not a quantity thing. It's just a sound thing. Like, for instance, like Kendrick's song album has this latest album has what 18 tracks. At first, I was shaky about the song Crown. It's grown to be one of my favorites on the albums. I listened to the album from start to finish. I just play it through.
Right.
He
Like
mustn't do no gun sounds in that track.
Shit, yo, that good
Oh,
kid.
my bad. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Oh my
Gun
god.
sound, even if it's like inverted, it's gonna be a gun sound in almost everything.
Oh, Jesus. But anywho, and anyhow, like
Growing up on them Compton Scranks, man, you know, shit, you gotta put it in there. Part of life.
like I said, it's never been about quantum. It's always about how it sounds. Like, you know, the Blueprint 2. I hear a lot of people say they love the Blueprint 2. It's a couple skips on that motherfucker, you know, but it's still deemed a classic to a lot of people. You know, I think like the word classic to me, I feel like nothing should be labeled a classic, like somewhere between after 5 to 10 years. Because when you listen to an album at a certain age, a certain point in your life, come back to it 5 years now and see how you feel about it. Like when I heard Damn, oh my God, like this shit is amazing. And it's still a good sounding album. Don't get me wrong. It's still one of Kendrick's best work. But going back to it now 5 years later, I can feel like he kind of phoned it in on this album. Like, don't get me wrong. His half-ass approach is better than a lot of people's best. Like, I think he wanted to make a point on this album. Okay, y'all say I can't make an album full of hits and something that make you bob your head and stuff. I'm going to take a whole album with the sounds of production like that. My content and my format, the things I talk about, it won't be different to my past work or my future work, but I'm going to take a different sound. You know what I'm saying? And he did Drake type numbers. If I wanted to make Drake albums, I hate to label it like that. If I want to make Drake albums every year, I could fucking do it if I wanted to. I just don't want to.
I think Kendrick and J. Cole both have 2 classic albums. Honestly.
I don't know. I think Kendrick got more couple.
I think they both got the same. I mean, To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City are their 2 classic albums.
A lot of people say Section 80 because
it ain't an album.
That's what I'm saying.
Section 80 is album. Section 80 was his first. It was his album. It wasn't his first mainstream album.
That's
that
what
was
I'm
just
saying. We talking about mainstream. I mean, hell, if that's the case, I can go all the way back and say Friday Night Lights.
That was a mixtape, though, man.
I mean, it's classic work, though.
Oh, okay. It's classic work.
I
Okay,
mean,
so you say Cole has two. You said
mhm.
Friday Night Lights and what else?
No. I'm saying, as far as mainstream albums, he got Born Sinner and Forest Hill Drive.
Born Sinner's not a classic. I'm sorry.
Bullshit.
It's
To
not.
you
Born
it ain't.
Center is an absolute
It's
classic,
To
but
you
not.
it ain't. To you it
but
ain't.
you ain't put
To
the
you it
sideline
ain't.
story.
To you it ain't.
It's
Cause last time I checked,
not.
got me up all night.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
dope
singing
song.
this love song. She got me up all night. Man, get out of here.
I
Get out of
hate
here.
rich niggas. God damn it. Cause I ain't
'Cause
never
I ain't
had a
never
lot,
had a
damn it.
lot, damn it. Who you
I
had to
ain't get
kill? Who you
shit.
had to rob? Who you had to just to make it to the top, damn it? Or maybe that's daddy money. Man, come on now,
Okay,
bro.
I ask you this question. What you said Friday Night Lights. No,
No, stop saying Friday Night Lights.
you said Born Sinner and what else?
Forest Hill Drive.
Of course, that's a classic. Born Sinner is a good body of work.
I
But
just think
five,
the
10 years now,
sideline story is better than I like the Forest Hill Drive one.
one if I had a tortilla, I'd slap you with it. No.
I don't know one, but you know something though, one. That's bold of you. I can't. I'm gonna say this. We
Ain't the
we
sideline
cold
story
fans,
though?
so I know it's gonna hit different. I'm gonna say this though. Um, People slept on the sideline story, like Vaughn, but
Classic
I
album.
mean, it's funny how you say the sideline story is his worst album, and then you say Born Center ain't a. So when the hell did you start listening to him? Forest Hill Drive?
No. I thought this was J. Cole when he first came out. Like, it was a narrative when he first came out. He was corny, but I was listening to Cole to like actually a cousin of ours named Juice was telling us about him, and a guy at school at the time was listening to him heavily, and I started listening to him. I listened to Cole for a while. Maybe not when he first came out with the come up and stuff, but I listened to J. Cole since he came on the circuit. Like I said, you go back and listen to those early projects, Friday Night Lights. I know it's not an album, but he was in his bag. A lot of songs on there were supposed to be on his first album. He even said himself, sideline story. I was kind of just all over the place. I was trying to figure this shit out. And if you go back and listen to this
Born
now, listen to
Center.
this album now, you can tell. Listen to the album now. Listen to his work now. You can tell he's in his pocket.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
of course,
comfortable
his
as who is an
progression got
artist.
better. But
Yeah.
Born Center, you sleeping on that. You
I'm
sleeping on
not
that
saying it's
hard.
not good, but who
Oh.
outside of maybe his core fans, a classic is a classic. That's just what it is. I'm not a heavy Dr. Dre listener because Dr. Dre's not a rapper, but the Chronic still resonates today.
Vaughn, you got to understand something. Cole didn't start getting that mainstream exposure until Born Center. That feature, Nobody's Perfect, is really what put him on the map far as like that attention. Because Sideline Story, you could say he had modest hits like Workout and Can't Get Enough with Trey Songz. They played that shit all over the radio.
Okay.
But
I need it. Can't
when
get enough.
he came
Can't
out
get
with
enough.
that Nobody's Perfect, bro, that on my way down, come on now.
Have those songs stood the test of time though?
Do he still okay? I can answer that. Yes. Do he still perform at his shows nowadays?
That's fine if he's still performing. That's for his
So that's proving it
audience.
down.
It's for the people that's gonna pay to see him.
I'm just saying though, he ain't performing every single song, so there gotta be something.
I can see it. We got all the way off topic as we usually do. But
I'm just saying.
I respect y'all pickers. This whole topic is nothing but opinion, but Cole's one and only true classics, one album classic is Forest Hill Drive.
Don't take this under consideration. Don't listen to this bullshit. Go ahead.
And you want to put classics all together, it's that and Friday Night Lights. But his only, to me, and this is my opinion, his only one true classical album is Forest Hill Drive. Just because it's not a classic,
bullshit. Bullshit.
Lion nigga.
That's my opinion. But Marley, you had something to say on this topic. I didn't know if you spoke or not. I don't think you did.
Said, no, away from the topic. I think we good, man. Y'all wrapped it up.
Oh, okay. Well, like to the viewers, anybody in their feelings may butt hurt. Oh man, they missed this out. What the fuck they talking about? Like I said, this is all preference wise, but I feel like classic music is timeless.
Vaughn, they not saying they saying you forgot. They ain't saying they just talking about you. Yeah.
I mean, shit, we still waiting for that first YouTube comment so y'all can tell us what y'all.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Real
Thank you
shit,
very
real
much.
shit, real shit. Good,
Thank you
good
very
point,
much.
Mark. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I'm waiting on some goddamn news, ladies. Shit.
It's only him. That's his personal account.
I know Vaughn gonna get in trouble, and I'm gonna have to explain myself when I finally meet this old lady. Be like, "Why you got these women sending naked shit to y'all?" Shit, is it a request? I mean, just saying.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
That
just
was my
saying.
fun little question, man. Before we go get off this topic, I don't want to be all day, but I just love music. Y'all know that. What I gave my opinion. What defines a classic album to y'all? Like, what is it? Just hold up before y'all go. Is it just the numbers? Is it just something sound good, or is it just something that just like stands the test of time? Like people have sampled it over and over, and it just gotta be labeled to rap. Y'all know that, right? Like, is it just the
R&B,
cultural
right.
impact that it has? You know what I'm saying? People start using slang from the album.
For me, since I go last one, I start this one off. But me, just really, it's a mixture with all y'all been saying. I take pieces from all you. Like it go from that feeling that you have, whatever. So of the album, shit. Also, not, like Juan said, knowing every word of it, shit. Knowing even the songs that you don't even really rock with like that, every one of them still, and that it flows all the way through or whatever. You can listen to it, like shit. No matter how long the album is, you started listening to it, and next thing you know, it's going off, and you like, damn, I ain't even, that shit went by fast or whatever. So, and like how you said, some people, how they had their biases, it does matter about where you at in that time and that space, what mindset you at, how album like resonates with you, because that's what music is for some people. You think about it. Some people think about some songs that remind them of relationships, remind them of this happy moment in their childhood, or remind them of different all of these moments. So it's all those things, a combination, all that to what make classic. So it's really like you said at the end, it's about preference. It's about it's not one particular thing, but it's a combination of all those things that give us what we think is a classic album, to the point where we willing to slap niggas with tortillas because they said the song album that we like with. Hey.
Oh no. No quiero Taco Bell. Well put, Marley. I mean, he really hit the nail on the coffin with everything.
Yeah.
I think it's just like he said, the impact. Like, I wasn't alive when Thriller came out, but you can literally see through video, like Michael Jackson went through a whole frenzy when that album dropped. And I always like to mess with cats older than me, be like, yo, man, you had a Jerry curl back in the day? He's like, hell yeah, I had my Jerry curl. Well, proudly. I'm like, so y'all how do y'all dance to a Thriller or any Michael song in the club? Boy, I used to have my hot waters. Boy, I used to have my activator. Boy, I used to be in there getting it. I'm like, so y'all used to do like the Billie Jean and the glove and that. Boy, we used to be in there. Everybody thought that was Mike back in the day.
It had to be a janitor
So
on standby because there was a lot of slipping, a lot of hazards.
yeah. I mean, you gotta think about it. That's why I think they had to get rid of breakdancing so fast, because break your damn neck up in there with all that damn activated
It
juice.
was
But
breaking, literally.
so I mean, the impact, you just gotta look at, like, yeah, we like to call it the impact. We like to change the word nowadays to wave, but it's like during that time frame, like Marley said, did it create well, at that moment you didn't know it, but later on in life you realize it created a nostalgic memory where no matter where you at in life, soon as you hear that beat drop or you hear those lyrics come out, you just instantly go back into that place and time. So very well put. He pretty much said everything needed to be said.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Vaughn, stop pouring up, man. It's time for you. Oh god.
I wasn't pouring them before I was listening. But yeah. Fuck y'all. Yeah, man. Mark hit the nail right where it need to be hit. So we can go and move along. I believe it falls on him this time again. So
Okay.
This nigga over here laughing.
This nigga over here dying laughing.
He said,
Oh
stop.
my god.
My man holding up the topic so he can get another glass and juice. That's what he did.
I think he is, man. Whenever you hear him get quiet, he either sleep or he pulled it.
Yeah. And whenever we got cut it early, my man like, damn, this bottle empty. That's what really need to be charged. I need to charge up the.
Oh my god. This nigga right here.
Fuck. Oh yeah, goddamn it. I don't know question, you silly motherfucking shit.
The way he laughing though.
I don't know.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Trust us, Jones.
okay, bro. I'll get it together here. All right, so I had this questions. I found them like, just going through like freaking podcasts, listening, man. I heard this with a group, social junkies, hoping to work with them one day, but I just remixed it a little bit. But fucking basically it is, I wanted to see, when I thought about this question, the reason I brought it on, because I'm like, I want to see how much one is attached to money and how much confidence Juice really have in himself that he could be in the NBA one day. So it's a combination of that too that brought me to this question. So fellas, if you had 20 shots and you to make a half court shot that would put out $2.5 million annually over a 40-year period, or if you miss all 20 shots, you go to jail for 40-year period, would you do it?
So I get 20 chances to hit a half court shot.
2 half courts to make the money. 1, just stay out of jail. Yes.
So let me get this straight. If I take the 20 shots, how many do I have to make?
You only have to make 2 to get the money, like I said.
Oh, that's it. I mean, no brainer. Yeah.
Sitting down for 40 piece.
Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to hit the perk to hitting the half court shot is what?
To get the money. And also
right then and there.
Yes.
I mean, you kind of lowballed us low key. Like if my freedom on the line, I want my contract to be higher than Draymond Green.
I mean, what you're making, like I said, after taxes, it'd be like a good 2 mil. So that's almost over 40 years. Annual, that's 80. That's 80 mil. You can do a lot.
That's not 40 years. That's not 100.
Yeah.
That's not 100. That's not Draymond.
Oh my God. God damn it.
God damn it. It's half court. They ain't giving you too damn much.
God damn it. I should make more than hell if my life is on the line. If they gonna be playing goddamn bad boys, if I miss this shot, I know. I'm just gonna take the 20 shots. I mean,
they're gonna have 2 Mississippi sheriffs over there just licking their lips behind the court.
I actually practice half court shots. My cousin will tell you like that. I want to tell you, I do that shit, but I mean, you saying so the 20 shots, I would just have to make what, 2
to get the money, 1 for your freedom. Yes.
I mean, I just take the 20 shots. I mean, I'm gonna make a high percentage of those, so I ain't worried about that. It's an easy win for me. I mean, I could just take not a Steph Curry range 3. Can I take an NBA range 3?
Oh, half court, niggas, half court.
Hold on. So every shot is gonna be half court, but I get the 20 shots.
Yes.
Oh man, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Marlon. I'm gonna be slick. I'm gonna say I'm gonna take the 20 shots, but if I make that first motherfucking half court shot, oh nigga, hey, pay me, nigga. 40 years
just for your freedom.
For the 40 years. That's for hold on. That's for
if you just make 1, I think it's just for your freedom. If I'm not mistaken,
out of jail, because if you miss all 20, you're going to jail for 40 years.
I'm not gonna miss 20 half court shots. I'm telling you now, that ain't happening.
I can't be bad. We'll talk to you. I think you can still podcast from there.
What? You better go ask Shane Battier on here.
Oh my God! Here you go.
You better go look at my middle school records. I was throwing up half court shots way before Steph Curry made it popular.
I feel a new Uncle Drew coming along venture. I see it.
You know. I'm
It's
just
gonna be
saying.
Uncle Juice. We gonna conduct that coming to a
I
tip.
mean, as long as I get to say this line to Vaughn, hold my nuts, young blood. Then you know,
Man,
yeah,
I will fucking never. Man, hey man, cut,
hold my
cut,
bag of
cut,
nuts, young blood.
cut. Where you going, man? Cut.
As long as I get to say that line to him, I mean, I'm good.
I'm taking all the complimentary wines on the set. Just the hell do we? I'm taking the shit.
Listen. At
You
20,
see that
you
nigga with the
tell me
afro?
20 shots? Marlon, I guarantee you, I'm the first 10, I'm at least make 2 off that.
All right,
I'm
Well,
being generous
the
saying
some
2.
people ain't so confident. Let's hear from the rest of
look
it.
at
I
look
knew
at
you was going. All right,
the
Juan, what's your
the
money?
way my shot is put out there, like the way I shoot and the way I don't think I would like to drink any toilet wine or toilet alcohol,
Oh God.
and the way I don't want anybody to just turn off the fucking lights at a certain time and tell me when to go to sleep. I ain't gonna take that motherfucking bet. 'Cause I already know
I'm
my
taking it.
motherfucking shot ain't pure. I ain't got no form. I ain't got no certain way I do it every fucking time. Look, I'm not finna just take. Look, it's gonna be 20 air balls or 20 just bullshit. So I'm good with that one. Hey,
What about the money, man? What about the money?
that's some good money. But hey, we talking about my motherfucking freedom here.
You not gonna take the money?
My motherfucking freedom is priceless. God damn it, fuck that. I'm good.
Hey, Juan, you said they're gonna turn off the light. This is what they're gonna play after that.
Oh
Nah, it got
no.
me fucked up.
Oh
No
Damn.
no.
sir. No sir. Not over
Man.
here. I'm gonna be in solitary.
I'm getting that 80 mil, G.
Every
I'm
motherfucking
bringing it
night.
home, G.
Bro, look, when bro, if you miss them fucking 20 shots, that's 40 fucking years, right? You might as
Bro. I want
kill a
you
nigga.
to think about
Kill a
me in
nigga.
basketball. Just think.
Well,
Bro,
no,
I'm gonna ask my bro, I
I get
practice
you,
this
bro.
shit.
Look, fam, I get you. I ain't tripping on you. I'm talking about me. Like,
Oh,
bro, I'm gonna kill a nigga up here. Like, I'm gonna do life because shit. Hey, yo, that's 40 years. Fuck that.
man, I got that.
Like,
Man,
bro,
hey, don't even sweat it. I'm gonna get that money for it.
yeah, appreciate that, fam.
You know it.
Shit, I'm gonna need that.
Just don't come out on the court and hug me like on no LeBron shit with no big ass check, cause you know, nigga, hey, I'm gonna be sweating them first 5 shots. I'm like, oh shit. I'm gonna get right though. When I see that one go in, oh, it's a wrap. You can't add up.
Fee, hell yeah.
Oh, man.
Fun. You just go on and tell them you ain't doing it. Hell no. You can't even make layups.
Hey man, fuck you. You gotta be over here holding your nuts. You over here discrediting my goddamn skills and shit. You talking about my
I say you play defense. You like Rodman. Rodman.
shit. Rhyming them made some goddamn circuit shots. You better look at them damn highlights.
Right. Listen. Rodman.
Look,
Boy.
I just need to make one. That the 2.5 on 40 years is a stretch. But Lightning can strike. Maybe not, in the same spot. I just need to make one, goddamn. I got 20 attempts. I can make one.
So you willing to gamble 40 years? Sit down on that one you gonna make?
Huh. After you miss your first 3, just let me take your other ones.
Are you not
to see it through, bro.
You not drinking the night before this either or something like that?
I don't know. He probably would be the one that make one. He do got that Carlton syndrome. Like he'll just throw up some shit.
I don't know, J Marley.
Like non-stop the backboard.
If he hit the backboard, that's a make for him.
Yeah. I'm gonna see it through, man. I just need to make one. I mean, if I get 2 of them, and you didn't say it had to be 2 in a row, I could like make one, miss my next 6, as long as I make 2.
Yeah, you just gotta make 2 out of 20, bro. 2 out of 20.
Oh yeah, I definitely can do that.
All right, brother. I'll see you after 40.
Motherfucker, you may be in that with me. You ain't
No,
answering
I'm
my
not.
question.
No, I'm not, because I'm in there with one. Me and my nigga said we ain't risking it. We know how to do it.
Vaughn.
Risking that shit.
Vaughn, that nigga act like he in the XFL when he play basketball. I didn't see him play basketball.
Nah, nah.
Yeah. He doing right. One being a real one about his, and Marley, yeah.
Yeah, man. The only name I had playing basketball was Fly Swatter, because I was slapping your ass in the face. So yeah, that's all. Defense.
He better off be XFL because that ain't it. That ain't it.
So yeah. I mean, like I said, the money was enticing for me. Like that number, shit, 40 years, shit, I can really focus on what I want to do after that, because I ain't got to worry about financials. But shit, that risk of sitting down for 40 years too is just what make me like, hell nah.
Shit, I'm gonna tell you the main thing, man. Toilet wine is not sanitary, man, at all.
Bro, I'm telling you,
Toilet
I'ma hit
alcohol is not
when I hit
sanitary,
that
man.
one. When I hit that
It just ain't
one,
gonna work for me.
I guarantee you, by the time it's probably gonna be by the 10 or 12 mark. I'm gonna hit my second shot. I ain't even taking the other shots. It's over. It's
Right.
over.
What if you miss all 20 though?
I'm not missing all 20. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm not missing no 20 shots.
Hey, Ray, you know, come on, join Clyde. If I miss all 20, your ass coming with me.
Listen.
Like, can we?
It's gonna be a fucked up feeling. I hit my 2 shots, then right after that, you get all these puppy nuts courage. Yeah, I got this shit. That nigga can do it. Your mama sitting up there, his ass going to jail. Oh my god. What the fuck wrong with him? Why the fuck did you have to take the deal? You know that boy ain't. Oh man. I see that nigga over there sweating like potty meat, goddamn it. When he get to that goddamn 18th shot, I'm like, just say you quit. Say you quit,
I
man.
need to make one, cuz. That's all you gotta do.
Man. I got that.
I just need them first 6 to get warmed up. That's it.
Whew. 16.
You talking about the first 6 years in prison?
16.
Nah,
16 shots.
Nah.
He need them 16 shots. One of them gonna hit one if it's in the gym, one of them gonna luckily hit a light, bounce off the backboard, and go in.
Nah, this ain't no magic show shit. That shit gotta hit that board.
Oh, it's gonna go in. Hey, you ain't say how I had to go in. It's gonna go in. Oh shit.
Oh shit, bro.
Who is it on?
That shit is hilarious.
I don't know. I'm drinking.
Oh Lord, have
Oh
mercy.
my god. I think it's still on Marlon. Marlon, you had another question?
This shit going all off the rails, man. Oh fucking yeah, bro. Came out this week the not Tua, I keep wanting to say Tua, but Manti Te'o shit. Both some wine shits. Give me, but yeah, Manti Te'o documentary came out, and shit, that shit now is going on like fucking 10 years, I think now that happened to go, and the chaos behind that. I wonder if any of y'all watched it on Netflix. What y'all reactions in it? Did it change your opinion from back then or anything like that?
Hell no, nobody care about this shit. He lied. Get over it.
I watched the documentary.
I know you watched it. I know why you watched it.
Man, look, that man played 3 years for my fucking team.
Exactly. You loyal to these great value ass niggas. Go ahead.
Yeah, I watched it. I heard about it. I was there. I was just 10 years. It was 2012. I was there. But it's like, I don't know if I paid a lot of attention to the close, intricate details. Like, to the documentary, I didn't know who it was catfishing them because I just, ain't give a fuck. But okay, this actual dude, that was battling his own sexuality, this and that. And a lot of people question what was he gay himself. I don't know. I'm not gonna touch on that. If that's between him and God, that's his own cross to bear. If it is, that's his own preference. To me, he just came off as somebody that was gullible. Like you look like they brought up his upbringing. He was a real heavy in faith child, you know, coming from the community they came from. It was just football and religion, football, religion, football, religion, go to school.
Tim Tebow?
Huh?
I said Tim Tebow?
And in a way, he kind of gave
The
off
way,
that
but
vibe.
Tim Tebow from the islands, yeah. But
Yeah.
the five of us, you know, faith, family, football, you know.
Yep.
That was the three that they always talked about there. Yeah.
So it's like kind of looking at his upbringing, one can question like, well, hell, did he have a lot of opportunities to like have female interaction? I even know like the red flags, like, okay, this ain't normal. This person, you know, give me the runaround. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I got. Like, he had a square upbringing. That's just the vibe I got. So he just sounded like somebody, man, that was too gullible. And the person that was doing it, I don't want to speak out of term. I feel like Netflix kind of, I feel like they let the person that was catfishing Manti, I don't say let him off the hook, but it's like the kind of the direction of the documentary, once you figured out now that this person has through their transformation of committing to, you know, a transgender woman, you know, it was like, because when it started, if I'm not mistaken, J Mar's like, we did not know what was his name?
I don't know. It was something around there. I can't say it either.
Renayu, right? Something that was his. Well, his her original name, and it was like during the filming of this documentary, Manti and other people that, you know, was sitting down in interviews did not know that he has now transitioned to a transgender woman. So, you know, the whole pronouns and this and that. So you hear them, you know, referring to her through, you know, the prior male name because they didn't know. So it's like Netflix was like, hey, we're covering our ass. Like, hey, you know, so if anybody get offended, they didn't know. You know, I don't have nothing against the LGBTQ community, but it's like once they figure that shit out, it's like, hey, let's paint a certain light. Let's not make them look like a perpetrator. I don't say a victim, but let's be neutral to it, which I understand. But it's like, hey, at the end of the day, this person catfished him. This person misled him. This person ruined this. I mean, he played a part in ruining this man's life and the outlook of the public perception of him.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He had a bad draft combine. He had a bad national game performance. But once that shit came out and the circus that came around it, even now, people don't remember his, you know, I believe he's still playing with the Saints or the Bears. People don't remember his NFL career. They barely push his great collegiate career to the side. They remember this. They talk about this.
Yeah.
I don't talk about it.
I gotta hold this shit for the rest of my life, wherever I go, because this person was battling their own insecurities that we all have, are battling their own sexual preference, because the person that catfished him was also from the islands and a quarterback that didn't care too much for football, but like Jay Marley said, that was, I don't say, well, it's pushed amongst them in their community. Family, faith, and football.
Yeah, shit. He had like 3 uncles that made it to the league. His dad,
San Francisco, the Raiders. Yeah, he had uncles that played football.
Can we please get a real nigga comment on this? Come on, I gotta say something. Can you comment on this?
Oh no, shit, it ain't anything for me to even add on to it. It was something that happened a long time ago. Back then, I really didn't give a fuck about a catfish, crap or whatever. And 10 years later, seemed like I really cared less about it now. So I really don't give a damn about it.
I think if he really want revenge before the guy transition, they should have just let Teo get like 5 minutes in the room with the dude alone, and that would have you know been a discovery if the boy was really gay or if the boy was on some gangster shit and wanted to whoop his ass. That's it.
Look here, point blank, bro. Shit happen in life. You trying to talk to a person that you think is a chick or whatever. Hey, you got catfish. That would happen when you trying to talk to a person that you haven't never seen before online. It happens sometimes. But like the whole point of them creating this to like this huge story, and it had a problem with him. Well, like everybody was trying to talk about that instead of talking about his actual play and shit like that. Like I just didn't like I didn't never understand the purpose. Like it
Right.
happened to a lot of motherfuckers. People get catfish all the fucking time.
Ray Allen got catfish.
Yeah,
He
like
did.
back then it wasn't like we didn't. The term wasn't really established like that back in like.
Yeah, it was. It was a show. It was an actual show called Catfish.
Yeah, when did
Right.
that start? Because this is back in like 2008, 2009.
It was probably back then. I promise you.
It didn't get
Yeah, I think
popularized
it
till the
was.
MTV show came out, really.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that came out like right after this Manti Te'o thing.
I don't know. I can't really get no dates or time. Y'all have to look that up. But I could have sworn, I mean, the term was already out there.
The first episode of the show came out in 2012. Catfish.
Yeah, and that's the year that this happened. It's
Right.
been going on forever, but it was like people
That's
have a
like I
term
said,
for
the
it.
term and popularized. This is what one of the first breaks where it started to come from, whatever.
But look, still though, up on the internet, that shit was happening to millions of fucking people. It probably wasn't just like a dude, but it was a ugly ass person, or it was
True.
this or that. Like
True.
it is what it
True.
is.
True.
Like you're speaking from
It-
a Spanish.
It wasn't a big deal. Like in my eyes, okay, somebody tricked you. It's fucked up. Why would that be the coverage right before one of the biggest games of his collegiate career? Like,
Right.
why?
Well, the thing was the reason why it was such a big deal because most people didn't think he was coming back for his senior year because he had a good junior year,
Yeah.
and this happened during spring training of his senior year. So he dedicated the season to his grandma and his dead girlfriend. So like it's basically like we always talk about most shit, like not important to us, but what media grabbed to. So because the media had been pumping him up all season about these two deaths that happened and shit like that, and he had this great season and made undefeated a year for Notre Dame and took him all the way to the BCS championship. That's what made it big. So when it came out, like I said, you watch the Netflix shit. The people didn't never get in contact with him, so they thought he was in on this hoax and shit that happened to him, and so they thought he was using this for popularity. So now the media tore him down just as much as they built him up. So that was why it was made to so much a big deal, because all the media conglomerates felt butthurt that they got tricked by some shit and didn't do their homework. So they took it out on my man. But yeah, that's what.
Not to cut you off. My thing of it is he was young, but he learned a valuable lesson. Keep your private life separate from your professional life. Simple.
Yeah,
Simple.
most definitely. And excuse me. As I was watching the documentary, in the company, which is gained some notoriety and definitely gained, I think, especially off the story Deadspin. I was listening to like a couple of guys talk, the investigators and my man at the bar talking. Their agenda for bringing the story, because they the one that broke the story. Deadspin. I was listening, but I wasn't buying it. You can say what you wanted to go at the major, sports outlets, ESPNs, Fox Sports, all the people that was covering Manti, the story, Notre Dame, and the game. But to me, like you were saying, he was young. He made mistakes as we all do. But I understand as a journalist, sometimes you could put your career over what's maybe the humane thing to do and how something could be perceived for the sake of having a juicy story. I wasn't buying that shit that you were going at ESPN. You knew the ramifications of how this shit would be viewed, how he would be viewed, how this shit would be played, but it didn't stop you on this witch hunt. Yeah. You wasn't going to ESPN. I wasn't buying this shit the moment he was talking. I said, man, fuck that. Y'all use that boy to boost y'all own notoriety, own fame to where it is now. Because if you watch that documentary, the person that was catfishing, they're like, well, the conversation y'all had, y'all could have known something. Bro, he deserved the Emmy for that performance, because he literally sounds like a woman. Literally. The whole Dr. Phil interview, Dr. Phil's like, well, can you do the voices? Like it plays, it has a setting, it had to be in a certain room, had to be in a certain mood. Like he became this character, and people are blown away like, damn. Like this sound like a whole fucking woman.
Yeah,
So
like you said, I was watching it with my wife, and she didn't buy into his thing either. Like we understood the transition thing, but like we felt like he was saying how he kept repeating how he was so ashamed about it, but like yet and still he jumping at all these opportunities to be in the spotlight and on TV and shit like that. So I said we was kind of like down on him too, and on the writers. Like felt like both of them. I understand, like you said, like came from this island. They both on the island, man. Small town type feeling. I can relate to that much of it. Whatever. How that small town thing is, feel like all you have is all the world is what the fuck is around you. These couple of streets and shit like this. But like Juice wrapped it up. He said, "Hey, young people make young mistakes, and fucking the media just jumped on it and capitalized off of it like they usually do, man." But it was crazy because I didn't know like he was coming out. When he came out, he worked his way to the number one linebacker in the nation off of that small ass island with like half the resources that all these other players that was having and all that, and worked his way to this great linebacker, collegiate linebacker who should be in the Collegiate Hall of Fame if he's not already.
Yeah, he got a great college career, great.
And shit like that. So it was crazy that like all that got washed away after this one incident. Years and years of work with him and his dad. They showed a video of him when he was young, working with his dad, late nights and shit. All got washed away because of some crazy shit. Because somebody else is hurt somebody else, hurt people shit.
There you go. There it is.
Just
Word of advice: just go hire a hooker.
Oh, way easy.
These have been words from Juice Shakur.
I mean, it's not easy on your pockets.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't gonna hurt his pockets. Come on now, he the best player in college. You know they paying under the table. Stop.
Yep.
But man, if anybody else got something to say on this topic, I think we came to the conclusion, man. Young people gonna make mistakes, man. Be careful, man. Cross your T's and dot your I's. And man, look, if whatever you going through in life, you question your sexual preference, that's your business. But don't in the midst in the quest of finding yourself hurt somebody else, even if that wasn't your intentions. Excuse me. You just got to be an adult about it. You know what I'm saying? Find a therapist, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's good to talk to God, but professional help is just as good. I don't say better, but just as good as well.
Yeah, so, and then shit, there's one more time we can go on and go to the other sports that I know Juice want to hear him get to. Basketball. Fucking shit. The other thing from the interview, shit. He should have talked to his uncle faster, because his uncle was a lawyer, and time he told the story to his uncle like, nah, I think this is some bullshit. I think you got catfish or you getting played. His uncle said that immediately once he told him the story. So, like I said, shit, they should have talked to this uncle way sooner than when they would have found out and squashed all that shit way early. Yeah, we can move on, man. I just 10 year I thought it was something interesting, and it was shit for some reason #1 for a little while during the week in Netflix. So,
oh yeah.
Real quick topic.
Interesting story. But yeah, man, moving on to world sports, man. Juice Shakur, anybody, man, something y'all see in the world of sports today y'all want to touch on?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I got the flow. I'm so sick and tired of this shit here. Cuz this ain't even directed at you. This is to your compadres at Clutch Sports. Bruh, congratulations for picking up Patrick Beverly, first and foremost. He is a key central piece that can help a championship team. I never thought that I'd say that. But with that being said, bro, I am so tired of hearing of should Westbrook be traded? Westbrook. Bro, if you're going to trade the man, trade the man. If not, shut the fuck up. Please. I mean, because it wasn't his fault. It wasn't solely his fault that the season went the way that it did. And if Patrick Beverly is your answer, good luck. Good fucking luck. You want Buddy Hield so goddamn bad. I did not know Buddy Hield was the second coming to goddamn Kobe Bryant. And you want Miles Turner. Fine. Trade the man. It's kind of like with the Brooklyn thing. And Warren said this to me on the phone. Man, I'm so sick and tired of this shit, bro. I'm so glad it's over with that KD and Kyrie shit. Bro, do what you got to do and go on about your business, man. People got lives here, you know. If I'm Westbrook, I'm like, man, hurry up and trade me. Because I get so sick and tired of, it's like, I hate, Undisputed is just becoming unbearable to listen to nowadays. Like, Shannon, oh, well, we can't do nothing because of Westbrook and Westbrook. So AD, once again, slides under the radar. The best player on the team, allegedly. But he get no blame. Street clothes AD. You know, I mean, shit, bro. That shit is getting on my nerves. Yeah, man, Westbrook, the Westbrook. Okay, Westbrook was your only available option. Can you say that about Bron? Can you say that about AD? Yeah, he might have stunk up the joint, but at least have a motherfucker that stunk up the joint that's dependable to show up. Just my opinion. But other than that, man, I really ain't got nothing to say. But I'm just ready to. I know football is the next thing in line. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I'm not anticipating great things from my team. It's still a learning curve right now. I don't know exactly what to expect. But just me personally, man, I'm just really excited about basketball, man. I just feel like this season here, you'll have a historic run from LeBron. He'll actually break Kareem's record. Lord's will. You know, we'll see the Brooklyn saga play out and see how that turns out. And then we'll see the whole LA saga, see how that plays out as well. But I mean, while we talking about them, I mean, Golden State, they hosting another banner. So, you know, we might be looking at a whole nother team doing it as well this year. So that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, man. I can second that. The only thing, like, I know you had said it on the freaking call was the question was about shit if Patrick Beverly and Westbrook gonna actually co-sign on the same team together. I took it when I saw it.
Hell no.
I want to see it though.
I saw it as a prelude, as fucking like showing that fucking they might finna finally cash in, like you said, on that deal that they had. Because this deal with Indiana been like public knowledge for I don't know how long now. So if they're gonna actually, I think they're finna cash in on that, send Westbrook somewhere. And like I said, like the whole thing about Westbrook coming to LA, the only reason I was excited about it was that he had opportunity to finally get this ring that everybody think he can't win or whatever. Even though the man has took every team he's been in, literally. With KD, without KD, he's been in the playoffs. The first time he missed the playoffs was with LA.
LeBron.
Last season was the first time he missed the playoffs. So I feel
But
like
it's his fault though. Okay.
He's gonna be Mr. Triple Double. He gonna get all his accolades in the back time. It's just right now.
Come to Miami.
He does everybody favorite punching bag. We gotta have one, I guess, that everybody talk shit about.
Can I ask my cousin a question? Let me ask you something. If y'all trade Brody, right?
Mm.
And y'all get Miles Turner and Buddy Hield, which is an exceptional pickup for Westbrook. If y'all season don't turn out how the Laker nation expected to turn out, who gonna be the blaming? Who y'all gonna point the finger at? I just want to know.
I think it's gonna go to always doubtful AD, you know.
No, it's gonna go with the most critiqued athlete probably is LeBron. Yeah. You gotta understand
something. I saw him get fully Dallas.
You gotta understand something, bro. Like, and I said this before, Westbrook pickup wasn't a great fit. I said this, you can go through all the episodes through the season. I said he's not the main reason, but he's one of them. He's not the main reason. This season played the way they played. He can't make they supporting cast younger. He can't make they supporting cast play defense. He was never the best defender himself. And LeBron, even at this age, ain't the best defender himself. I mean, defense was a problem. As bad as people want to make Westbrook out and how he played, the team had no problem scoring points. They couldn't stop a fucking parked car. The year prior, they was the best defensive team because they had youth, they had young legs. Only problem with that team is they got hurt. that wasn't Westbrook's fault. But like this year that Westbrook had in the critique, LeBron's been getting that for almost a decade now, especially the Miami move. Like, if this team does not get what the Laker Nation, I definitely put emphasis on the Laker Nation. They think every year they're supposed to win a championship regardless of what's on their fucking roster.
Right.
That's just true.
Which is sad, but you're right. I'm gonna say this. Technically, I agree with you on what you're saying with the critiquing of LeBron, but I'm gonna disagree a little bit. Westbrook has been getting kind of like poorly judged, not like LeBron per se, but you gotta think about it. You remember your point? Well, 4 teams in X amount of years. Come on, cuz. I'm like, yeah, but like Marley said, every one of those seasons he started out slow, but he ended up bringing his team to the playoffs, putting up great stats, and people call him a stat stuffer. But that's literally what LeBron has done his whole career, and not just as a stat pattern, but literally go to different teams and carry them to the playoffs, if not the finals, right?
Those teams won too, though, Juice.
I mean, no. That's what I'm saying. That's the point I'm making. They won. I'm saying he also had a better supporting cast than Westbrook had in all them teams. Let's be real here.
I mean, you can't really say it because Westbrook's always played with exceptional talent since day one.
Hold on. That's true. Hold on. I'm talking about when LeBron was on. Since LeBron has first moved till now, he has had way more talent than Russell Westbrook has ever had. It's not even close.
Dwayne Wade,
Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. Ray Allen saved your legacy.
Okay, we're not gonna get on that, but let's. No, I'm serious. Think about it. Let's take LeBron's great teammates. Dwayne Wade, before LeBron James linked up him, was the only one that's NBA champion. Now, I'm gonna let you speak. Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, 2 men that never played a playoff game in their career.
I'll give you the Kyrie maybe, but you're not finna put Kevin Love over Chris Bosh, man. Come on, guys.
I'm not putting. Let me speak. I'm not putting him over Chris Bosh. I'm gonna bring up Chris Bosh. Okay, Kevin Love, Chris and Kyrie done played one playoff game. Chris Bosh, at the time, believe they all when they 8 seeds.
He made the playoffs. He made the playoffs.
Made the playoffs. Won one game. Okay, Anthony Davis, who before played LeBron, I believe went to playoffs twice. Won one playoff series.
No, he went once. Him and Chris Bosh literally had the same.
They did. He lost to Golden State. I don't know, because they didn't go twice.
He went once. That was the year he went. That was the first time he went.
Okay.
And he put out somebody Portland the first round, and then he got put out by Golden State.
You know Westbrook rundown. Man played with James Harden.
Hold on, no. Oh, you talking about Houston? I'm finna say we talking about when it was moving. Now, I ain't talking about when he was with OKC.
I'm just saying, played with James Harden.
Okay.
Our history is the guards win the field, gonna be one of the greatest 2 guards, MVP. Multiple playoff series, people say he came short. The man just kept losing to Golden State. Yeah, LeBron kept losing to Golden State. Kevin Durant, need I say more? Bradley Beal.
But see what you're doing?
Playoff record, his numbers, they're actually better than Chris Bosh.
Hold on, but you see what you're doing? You going by the team he originally on. I didn't say when LeBron was originally with Cleveland. I'm talking about from the moment they started leaving their team.
That's what I'm saying. I'm naming down the people LeBron played with once he started leaving, once Westbrook started leaving.
Well, you can't say Kevin Durant because he didn't play with him once he left.
But he still played with exceptional talent.
No. Listen, I get what you're saying, but let's be real here. Look at the talent he played with and then compare the totality of talent that LeBron's played with. Even if they was later in their career, you still got to say Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Ray Allen. You know they going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you can say Kevin Durant and James Harden, Hall of Fame. Okay, then you can say Bradley Beal. Is Bradley Beal really on the level of Dwayne Wade?
No, he's not on the level of Dwayne Wade.
Okay, then you say, well, I'm trying to figure out. You saying Westbrook played with all this exceptional talent? Who had a ring that Westbrook?
Paul George. I forgot Paul George.
Yeah, he played with Paul George. Hold on. Who has had a ring though that Westbrook has played with that has been like the man at one point?
Nobody. The only person.
Nobody. LeBron literally played with another MVP caliber player in Dwayne Wade.
Right.
Yeah, you can say, well, Westbrook played with KD and James Harden. Yeah, but he left. That's what I'm saying. KD left. And once Westbrook started leading, he played with James Harden. Right. Yeah, you can give him that one. The only MVP really that he played with since he done left. Other than that, who has he played with on the caliber of?
And that year before Paul George left, I'm not mistaken, Paul George was the MVP candidate that year.
He was a candidate. KD
won the MVP. They was together.
That's what I'm saying. I'll never dispute you saying when the original teams they was on, but it's like, bro, AD was a candidate.
He was.
Kyrie could have won Finals MVP just as well as LeBron. If you be honest,
true. That's true.
I mean, AD could have won Finals MVP the bubble until he had them 2 suspect games.
Right.
So like, yeah, I get your point, but what I'm saying is this: I don't want to make this about Brian Westbrook. It's just to me, it's like you made the point of, well, LeBron has been unfairly critiqued, and I agree with you on a lot of stuff. But let's be real here. It's like the finger that they pointing at Westbrook now, they kind of already had started doing that when he left OKC. That was like, okay, he went to Houston. They had like he didn't make the playoffs in Houston. He did. They just ran up against y'all. Y'all was the better team. He went to Washington. He played his heart out just to make the playoffs. To do what? Lose. That's what I'm saying. Like, the man has literally proven everywhere he went. And the one time, like Marlon said, the one time he don't make the playoffs, now all of a sudden people talking about they don't know if he need to be in the league. Are you serious?
Juice. The reason he gets critiqued the way he gets critiqued, this is not a role player. This is one of the greatest point guards that play this game, bro.
Correct.
This is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Correct.
That just comes with the name, bro. Just like you critiquing him or you champion him. James Harden's gonna be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He stays getting killed, and rightfully so. He made the playoff every year.
Hold on. But this is my thing though. Look at how they excuse James Harden to a degree.
No, who? James Harden.
Stephen A. will talk about Westbrook in a heartbeat before he talk about James Harden.
Shh.
Marley, am I lying?
Shh.
Westbrook halfway out the league. All they say about James Harden, well, James Harden had a hamstring injury. This nigga done had the same hamstring injury for the last 2 seasons.
People talk about his work ethic. People talk about his weight, and rightfully so. He deserves the critique. He deserves the critiquing. It's just like I said, they are in that frat and that fraternity, bro. Once you get that MVP, once you get these accolades, that comes with him. Like the great Isaiah Thomas, he's quick to call LeBron the GOAT. But Stephen A. will check him like, hey, you remember a couple years ago, you and a couple old heads, man. Y'all like, okay, he's this and he's that. When he gonna start winning? A lot of the older players didn't like that LeBron was getting all this combination shining this.
Right.
Until he started winning. You gotta win. That's just the name of the sport we in. Just like they did with Michael. Okay, Michael's this great player. He's winning this. He's winning these scoring titles. But who keep winning? Magic and Bird. Why y'all keep talking about him? He knew I wasn't gonna get that credit till I started winning.
This is my thing though. But who was realistically thinking Westbrook was gonna come to the Lakers and be the de facto? He was gonna be the third wheel. And let's be real here. LeBron James really don't have a good track resume of the third wheel getting his fair shine or getting some kind of action ran for him. Chris Bosh had to reduce his role just to being a spot-up shooter, to be honest. And you telling Westbrook, a point guard now, a point guard, hey man, we need you just standing in the corner and just shoot. If you knew that wasn't gonna be his highlight or high of his,
that's not strength of his game.
Why not give him the ball? Why not put LeBron in the paint or AD in the paint and have a pick and roll ran with LeBron, AD the live option, and you can throw it in there anytime to him, and you can go from there. they never gave him an opportunity to do it because they missing games.
But see, that's his thing. If they missing games and he the de facto person that's always available.
I mean, but
best he looked when they didn't play. He got his points. He took this many shots to get the points, but that's his style of play. That's his style of play. I'm not knocking that works for him.
What you expect? He came there thinking, it's kind of like with James Harden. He came there thinking he was gonna be the third option. Next thing you know, Kyrie, he gone. KD, he hurt. Oh, you gotta go out here and be James Harden. What? I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, I kind of feel like, bro, they very biased towards that man nowadays. Very, very, very. And I want him out of LA. I want him to get bought out, and I want him to go to a championship caliber team. And I promise you, the thing that people may fear the worst, you get somebody like that hungry enough to get their ass in that playoffs and get their ass to the final.
What championship team he going to though?
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Because I mean, it's only 4 every year, so
who knows?
He going to the Warriors?
Hell no, you know he ain't going to the Warriors. I was gonna say
that may actually we say that, but that actually be the best fit for his style of play.
I'm gonna be honest. Another team that would actually benefit him. Us, the Heat. We play good team defense to where it would take pressure off him, and then he actually loved to attack the paint. We don't have nobody to attack the paint and break down them defenses to the point where you can kick it out to our wide open shooters. We got nothing but shooters on our team. Think about it. Yeah. It makes sense.
Marley, you want that trade?
I don't want that trade, but I mean, like you said, it wouldn't. He's not gonna sink our ship because we don't allow anybody to sink our ship. Pat, send your ass out before you sink our ship. So
exactly. We was a game away from getting to the finals.
MEB.
So I take him. I mean, he gonna do more than what Kyle Lowry did.
Yeah, you can have 2 bulls in the China shop with Milwaukee or whatever shit. And shit, him and fucking Greek Freak coming at your head. Shit, you gonna have to rest up before you play that game.
Nah, that's not a good fit. Be honest with you.
I mean, I would put him with us because we got more shooters, and to me, Westbrook, when he's attacking, that's when he's at his best. And I mean, he do got a mid-range jump shot. We're not just gonna disrespect the man and like he just don't.
I don't think he has it no more, be honest with you.
I do. I just think there's no spacing with y'all. Like, who the hell gonna command any kind of attention besides?
I mean, it really wasn't no spacing when he played in OKC like that. To be honest with you, besides 2 dudes, there wasn't a lot of shooters.
I'm gonna be honest. I think only reason he got the spacing he got. Only reason he got the spacing he got was because of Steven Adams. You coming off a pick on Steven Adams, you gonna have some space.
Oh yeah, thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just like when you got somebody that's soft as continental tissue sitting the pick, AD. I mean, how much space do you really think you're gonna get? And y'all like to go one-on-one. I'm just saying. But man, we ain't gonna digress on this too long, man. You know, I'm gonna scrap my old question. Marley, I think it's time, you know. It's getting a little later in the show, and I think it's time, you know, we crank it up a notch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When my heart has been broken and I'm climbing the walls, I need a man who will make house calls. I need a love doctor.
Yeah, y'all. We back up in this thing. Welcome once again to the Love Connection. I am your love doctor, and I have some of the classiest, some of them anyway, gentlemen that has ever been introduced to the podcasting industry. Gentlemen, how y'all doing on this Sunday morning?
Good.
Great, love doc, doing great.
Okay, do we got Whiskey One in the building?
Yes, sir. Love doctor,
All
what's
right,
up,
all
man?
right, all right, all right. I ain't heard from you. I ain't know if you had a assault attack or something, but
No, no, no,
okay,
man.
okay,
I'm
okay,
I'm here.
okay. All right, all right, all right,
Shit, I
all right.
like
Got some
half of the
salt in
time I
his eye.
rather slap my bitches up on the weekdays. I don't do it on the weekends.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. You keep the powder, steady during the weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Long as we keeping it pimping. Uh, Fellas, come on now. If y'all new to this is the Love Connection, and we ask a lot of crazy ass questions on here sometimes, but lately I've been feeling the need to drop some game on y'all. Can I drop some game on y'all?
Yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
I'm gonna ask a question. I want some honest feedback if y'all don't mind. First question, whoever wants. Are women hard to live with? Y'all
Yeah,
think, and why?
absolutely. Cause man, like, well, I mean, I personally think it's cause like half of the time the chicks just be trying to be up under you so much or whatever. I be wanting like to have my space to where I can play the game and I can chill out or whatever. And I hate whenever people try to create a conversation. Just because we is in the same place today, don't mean we have to create a conversation. I can be right next to you. You can be right next to me. We don't gotta fucking speak. Don't create no just bullshit. Just trying to just talk to me. What I'm up in my own zone. Let me be in my own zone. Leave me the fuck alone. And also, I also find out whenever you like actually stay with the woman, the chances of getting pussy drop substantially. You know what I mean? It just it just drops so
Boy,
much. It's unbelievable. So,
preach.
you know,
Okay, I heard a single man answer. Now I need to hear the married
No,
man.
I
And
mean, yeah,
Uh,
for sure.
yeah. First of all, it sounds like I understand why one stay on the road so much. That nigga anti as a motherfucker. They ain't got to do with this. Anybody. That's anti. I'm surprised.
Vaughn, hold on,
I guess
Vaughn,
I guess
was
it's
saying
because of the
something.
love of juice. That's why he talks so much on here. But goddamn, that nigga said, "I don't want you to talk to me." Y'all in a room together. Y'all in a relationship. That nigga said, "I don't want you to talk to me." That's deep.
bro, I look,
This,
people need to
this.
Hold
understand
on,
that
bro.
it is good to just enjoy each other company without even like, bro, we there every
I
day,
enjoy your
like
company
every
watching you
day
play games.
together. We don't gotta talk every damn day. We ain't gonna have like shit to say. If like, bro, we live together. Let's just be up in the moment. Shit, I ain't got shit to say to you. You don't got shit to say to me. That's fine. I still am having a good time up in my own zone. And I personally think sometimes chicks just always have it up in their head. Well, okay, it's too quiet. We have to start a. No, the fuck we don't. We don't gotta do shit. I'm having a good time right now. Leave me the fuck alone.
Spoken like a real pimp. Um, I
Marlon, you
mean,
stay. I was
y'all
gonna
got the
go, but I didn't
floor.
know if Marlon stay had something to say.
I
Oh,
that's
oh,
far
go
from
ahead.
me. Like I said, shit. I can't just say it's on women or whatever shit. For me, I fucking just me with roommates. Period was always a problem growing up because I was in that same vein as like Juan or whatever and shit. Where like when I get in my zone doing whatever I'm doing, I'm good with that. I'm alright with just doing that all day or whatever. And like it's times when I want to react to people, I usually that's when I used to go out or used to try to go or like hit up people. But like I'm really what I can get lost in a year just doing my own thing and not like really check up on people and shit. So that was something a bad habit I had to work myself out of. So I wouldn't just say this women hard time to live with. I just say me. I know I'm hard to live with because I'm fucking like I'm very like moody at times and shit like that. So I wouldn't just put it on women. I just say me.
Take your pills, Marley. Vaughn.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, hell, just anybody, but yeah, especially women, because um, if it's an intimate relationship, I imagine I know, like myself, I kind of echo a little bit what Marlon saying. Sometimes I can get lost in my own shit, and I'm not the best checking up, keeping in touch
That's
with
why
people.
you so Hollywood when the nigga call you don't never answer.
Answer the goddamn calls, nigga.
Nigga be drunk. He don't be. He don't be. That's a different.
I could be doing something I call whatever, but I answer the call. But nah, like when you live with a person, you know, that's a whole nother person. That's a whole nother 24 hours. That's a whole nother person dealing with shit probably at work, dealing with their own family issues, dealing with their own financial issues, dealing with this. And you know, you could be going through your own shit. You come home, you know, your home, I don't care who your home is, your sanctuary, your home is your peace. That's your fucking home. And you know, when you live with somebody, especially an intimate level, you have to account what you have. I don't say you have to, you should. You know, especially as intimate, you know, consider how they feeling, but sometimes you may not be in the mindset for that. Because you may feel like the shit they going through, man, let that shit brush you off. The shit you may be going through, they may feel like, man, let that shit brush off. You know what I'm saying? You may just not be in the mood to play therapist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel one coming through sometimes. Like I said, hell, sometimes when I got free time and I'm only working one job or I'm off, shit, I don't want to be talking to my old lady. Sometimes I want to sit my ass down in my robe, relax, drink some wine, and
We
watch
don't want to
TV.
picture you in your robe, sir.
I'm in it now, nigga.
Thank you, Juice.
Suede.
Oh,
Finest of fabrics.
Lord
oh
have
my
mercy.
God.
Yes, sir.
It smell
But yeah,
like
man.
straight ass in that goddamn class, man.
But not always coming off like an asshole. I had to be mindset, you know, she may need that. She may need a vent. So I just listen. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes you don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just want that solace and that peace. So living with anybody, especially on an intimate level, hell yeah, it's hard sometimes. You ain't gonna always like being around that motherfucker. They ain't gonna always like being around your ass. That's when y'all gotta figure out each other's triggers and y'all habits to where y'all can have that space. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That first year gonna be trying as a motherfucker. But once y'all figure it out, I'm gonna say for everybody, I know for me and mine, once you figure it out, it just becomes like second nature. I ain't gotta ask what's wrong with her. She just want her space. She ain't gotta ask what's wrong with me. I need my fucking space.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely trying. I won't deny it.
I agree with all answers. All answers. I think probably besides Marley, I didn't talk to I know y'all two about, living with a woman and shit. Me and one that stood on my goddamn balcony and trade war stories on the horrors of not getting no ass. So, I can relate.
All right.
I can relate, goddamn.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit. I remember Vaughn called me. I thought the niggas was in the bushes somewhere. Hey, you was right. Nigga, what you whispering for?
You
But
getting beat up? What you
I mean, so but it's not just about sex though, like y'all saying, it's about, timing. Timing is everything. Some days, your woman might be in a good mood. She might be wanting to rub on you and stuff. You like, hey man, go on somewhere now. And they thinking you being rude or nasty about
Yeah.
it, but it's not, not the right time. And I think one of the key elements of living with a woman is communication. I say it and it seems so, cliche, but it's like communication is key because like Vaughn said, you can be with somebody so long where you speak the unspoken language, where they just know, like, oh, okay, motherfucker ain't one of them moves and get the fuck on, So I mean, and I always tell my lady that I'm a type of person I can get up morning, night, whenever, and I can be in a, okay mood. Her, not so much. She early morning, she ain't really just wanting to be bothered. And I told her, I said, I can't change or wouldn't even want to change how you are. I just, take a approach like this. If God let me live to see any type of time of the day, I don't give a damn what time it is. Shit, I'm up. I might not be jolly but I ain't gonna be in no piss poor mood because I mean somebody didn't get to see this opportunity, So it's just all based upon, who you choose to lay your head next to, and learning they do's and don'ts, and them learning your do's and don'ts and will and wants, and y'all coming to a mutual understanding. Sometimes people move in together, but it be like shit, roommates that every now and then fuck,
Right.
basically. Hate to say it that bluntly, but that's sometimes how it is.
Yeah.
And by me making that statement, it goes into my next question. If y'all don't mind, y'all ready?
I got one last thing, but I just popped in my head. Like shit for me, I just cause thinking about this, like it made me think. I really didn't never have a chance to live really by myself. So that's another reason why my answer might be what it is. Because
Oh,
I came from being
oh,
the oldest at home with with two younger sisters, my mom and everybody in the house, and always looking for me and always talking and shit.
oh,
Then
brother
I moved.
Marlon. Not to cut you off, but I gotta say this. Me and my girl already talk about it. Me and her don't work out. Oh, I ain't get back in no relationship. Oh, I'm definitely finna have a bachelor pad, and my nuts will be drained. But
But yeah, so like I never like really looking back on it, I never had the really chance because shit time I got to college, I was in a room, I was in a freaking apartment that was like 3 bedrooms, so I always had people around me or whatever. So never got that real chance to experience like that personal space, that space like shit. I'm imagining how one having his chance right now. So shit, that's why my answer might be shaded like it is because I'm like thinking about I'm always been around people, so me not being around people was weirder for me than being around people. Whatever.
And,
if I ever get
and
my own
and
place,
see,
boy,
I had my own place since I was what
shit, 12.
16, if I'm not mistaken. Shit, I was 16 and I had my own crib, my own spot, my own every damn thing. So
Yep.
like I've always been to the point to where I could have a blast being by myself, just playing the game or just watching the movie or whatever. I'm cool with my own existence. Like I ain't trying to be, talking to all these other people all the time and this and that. So yeah.
Oh, see, that's the same thing I say with like
One.
how my wife is. She been the same age, 16, been by herself. So like it usually me that be like shit. The room is too quiet, and I go check on her because shit she be doing all and not worried about a goddamn thing about me. So yeah, I can see that parallel.
One. It's kind of dangerous you by yourself. Close your mouth and close your door. I like. But
Well,
um, on that note, we're gonna move to the next question. Brother Marley, I want you to start us off with this. Here it is. Can marriages work if you choose to live in separate households?
I'm
Um,
not a married man, but I'd imagine not.
oh shit, it just depends on the terms of the marriage. What is it? Because like you understand,
That's true too.
I don't want to I don't want to reveal some money secrets of the military, but I know a lot of people shit is commonplace. Some people are married on paper and paper alone, so shit that might work out perfectly for them. They still get the extra money for being married, but they ain't got to see the other person.
That's
Or
true.
some people, shit, like you said, have been together for years, almost 50, 60 years. Like they just like need that separation, whatever, where they come together, it might help spice things back up, feel like they back on a dating thing where they pursuing each other instead of just always on each other and taking it for granted. So it's all about the situation, how it worked. I would say for me, long term, it wouldn't, or whatever. But if like we had to be in two different cities, because right now we in our prime years of getting our money and trying to set ourselves up so we can retire one day. Yeah, I can suck that up and deal with that if that's what we need to do to get to this bag. But yeah, long term, yeah, it went for me. But like I said, it's all about the people's situation and what you're looking for. Because like that's the thing about now generation, marriage and shit and relationships are defined way different than what the standard traditional was in 1950s or whatever. And a lot of people are more open to a lot more things nowadays than were back then or people speaking up. So like I said, it's all about to each his own. That's all I have to say.
Okay, okay. Gentlemen, y'all got more to add?
You made a valid point. Like just dating, not only marriage, but just intimate interactions today are I think people are more honest about what they want, what they don't want. He was kind of touching the whole military fiasco because it's funny. I laugh because I had two coworkers at a prior place of employment where one female, one male. Where that was a situation like they were married on paper, but were they actually married? Like were they actually intimately in love with each other? It was like, hey, I need some bread. I know where you can come up, I can come up. That type of tip. But um, yeah, I don't think for myself it could. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my own honest. That's just my own insecurities speaking, which I'm okay with now that I'm older and honest. I mean, because we all fucking got them. Motherfucking say what they want. We all fucking got them. But for anybody else, if that works for you in your situation, man, more power to y'all. Go for it. But me personally, not for me. That's just me.
I feel you. I think for me, shit, it's always a possibility, but I think that would 100% have to be just like some ground rules up off that kind of thing, because it is just like a hell of a lot of distance there and stuff like that. So it would have to be just like some ground rules put in place to where we're still like communicating and still have a good understanding, because point blank the whole thing is just trying to trust you enough to where I don't have to like worry that you is doing things or I'm out here doing things. So absolutely. And 100% we would have to like see each other a good amount of times as well. So I don't know like how that would work, but with with the whole purpose of us just trying to be just like a long distance thing or whatever, we would absolutely like have to see each other a good amount of times out of the month, kind of thing. But I mean, it could be, like turn out to be cool because I would be all by myself and I wouldn't have to worry about, okay, I have to try to check on her to see if she good or whatever over here up in this room. All I gotta do is just call her, talk to her for a little bit, say I'm finna go to sleep, and then I can play the game all night or something. I don't know.
I'm starting to notice that your game holds a lot of priority over
I'm
women.
saying this nigga just anti everybody. He just don't give a damn.
Not the game per
Yo,
se,
bitch,
but
the new man come out.
it's
Hey,
look, it ain't the game per se. It's just like just chilling or
the
whatever. Like
freedom, the freedom.
I can drink a little bit, watch a good like movie or whatever, just trip out and laugh by myself or whatever. Like like I don't have to worry about, oh shit, I have to go on and try to watch this movie because I know she like this or whatever. I'm the kind of person I love to watch like all of the scary movies or whatever. What happened to my girl? I ain't trying to watch no scary shit of that. No, see, fuck that. I can get drunk. I can watch my scary
One,
movies. I can cool out, man.
one,
I can cook whatever
brother
the fuck
whiskey,
I want to cook. I
brother
love to
whiskey,
eat. I like my salads. I can do
brother
that
whiskey,
all the time.
brother
What's
whiskey.
up?
Can you take some advice from the little doctor?
What's up, fam? What you got?
Stay single, fam. Just stay single, fam.
You ain't gotta tell him he is. It sounds like
Just stay single. Don't even try, bro. It's
What you mean,
I
fam?
don't even feel like
I'm a hopeless romantic though.
when you get in a relationship, don't call me when shit go left. Just don't do it. Just go back
Look,
to
I
this
hey,
got to
episode
hey,
and
just
remember my advice.
play this episode back for him. Like
Hmm
I'm
Just stay
still a
single, fam.
hopeless romantic, man. I believe up in that
I don't
true.
say nothing you say sound like a hopeless room.
Yeah, at all. Ain't nothing romantic about that.
I believe in the
You
true
might be
love
just
and
hopeless.
everything.
Yeah, that's the hopeless part. I don't know how to man.
God
Hey,
damn, man.
and then one thing I just want to keep in mind for you, man, shit. I hope you don't tell none of your girls about this show because you just gave up your main secret trick of how you get off the phone right there. You know.
I mean,
Um,
look. I'm always tired, man. I'm always tired.
yeah, I always had. Oh my god. Do I think that marriages can work? Um, of course. I mean, any circumstances, just like Marla said, just agreements. The agreements upon the two individuals how far it go. But in just my personal case, I think short term, yes, long term, no. Because eventually I'm gonna be questioning like, why the fuck y'all ain't never lived together? Ain't no way I can call you my wife and we ain't never lived together. I mean, I at least want to live with you first, and to recognize that I don't want to live with your ass no more. You know, I mean, I can't just start off from the gate like, oh no, I'm gonna go get on the game. I'm gonna holler at you later. So I mean, it's possible, but um, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes I'm pretty sure y'all done heard this, from back in the day. Sometimes you can live with somebody and be married to them and still sleep in separate bedrooms. So I mean, yeah, you would be physically there in the same spot and location with the person, but I mean, are you? I mean, it'd be damn near the same shit. Y'all sleeping in two different rooms. So not only preference.
Hold on, fam.
It's
Fam. So you telling me I can sneak up in her room late at night whenever I'm trying to get some ass?
I don't
And
think you have to sneak. You
well,
pay
yeah, cool.
First of all,
pay
he
bills,
can't
man.
sneak.
Yeah,
Hell,
but,
Pay bills, man.
so
oh,
so
shit,
you
the
I
whole
can just
room
sneak
just get
up in the
dark all
room
of a
and get.
sudden. Everybody notice that shit. Ain't nobody just gonna let that sneak upon them. What the hell you mean?
So you think I can just go up and get my ass whenever I want to?
I
And
mean, with consent from her, yeah, of course.
shit, they are that.
My pops and his wife ain't living together. Shit, they ain't been living together for some years. I mean, I ain't gonna put his business out there, but I know why. But shit.
Oh Lord,
I mean, it just depends on the individuals, man. I mean, me personally, like I said, short term, yeah, if it's a money grab, if it's a
What'd you say?
career, huh?
I ain't here. I wasn't paying. Did you say something?
Bro, put that goddamn bottle down,
oh
bro.
God,
Put
put
the
that
bottle
bottle
down,
down,
bro.
fam. What you
Put the
got going?
bottle down, bro. Put the bottle down, bro.
Stop it. Get
For
some help.
real. We done had a whole segue over here, and you over here talking about did I say something?
I
You
think
too
that
old.
nigga fell asleep.
You too old, man. Some shit.
God damn.
Just you dehydrated over there.
Put that goddamn rubbing alcohol down. Go into your goddamn brain. The
I wasn't
fuck?
drinking, bro. I just was occupied.
Man,
Man,
what the hell? Chill.
oh,
Come on,
man.
makes you dick hard. Come on, chill. Shit. Man, y'all ready for the last question?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Now, the last question is gonna be, hey, there's gonna be some brutal honesty going around this motherfucker, but it need to be said. All right, here it is. Are you a high value man? Y'all got the flow.
Well, I mean, if I do say so myself, you know what I mean. I personally believe so. You know what I mean. I'm a great person, bro. Are you feel me? I'm like awesome, honestly. So,
So, your definition of a high value man is a great person, right?
high, uh, hold on. Hey, what now?
High value man.
Value, yeah. I think for me, it's a person that obviously don't need anything, but just want to like be a part of the other person, like energy and vibe and shit like that. I think with me, just being the type of person who can create a conversation up off of anything is a great quality. A person who can make you laugh. A person who can um just have conversations from about a reality show or to politics to news to life goals and every damn thing and and a person like me who can also deliver that freezer meat on time. So yeah, like I just think
Okay,
absolutely.
okay. Gotta throw in the freeze. Vanna Marley.
I'll let Marley go if he wants.
uh,
One winner later.
but For me, I would say at the moment, no. I wouldn't say myself as a full, because I look at high volume as the complete package type thing. I'm like fully in. I'm still in my 20s, nowhere near complete where I hope to be at and the person I want to be fully yet. So I wouldn't say myself as a high value person. Like I said, right now, I'm still paying off the rest of my college years stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm still on the come up in my life, and then also I've like later on I just started like really seeing myself for who I am, like going to therapy and stuff like that, and finding out true me and what I really thought. Because I always been either pleasing my parents, trying to do what's right with them, what they see right, or like somebody else or what they need or whatever. So for myself, I would have to say I'm working on myself to the point where I can become that person. I mean, it sucks that I drag somebody else in that while I'm not fully complete. But yeah, I wouldn't say no, I'm not there yet. What I
Let
see,
me
I value.
Von, let me say something. Don't ever say that you drag somebody into it. Because let me tell you something. We all made an imperfection. The thing of it is, be, you know, be the greatest version of yourself at the time frame where you at in your life right now. But at least you acknowledging the transition and the progress that you have to make in order for you to feel like you're at that threshold of where you want to be. But you also got to take under consideration your significant other. They're gonna see us just as clear as we see ourselves, you know. So don't ever feel like you drag that person into, that situation. Honestly, they could have been seeing the true essence of who you are and your true potential before you ever even woke up to realize half of it, So don't be so hard on yourself about, oh man, I ain't this, ain't that. Cause I want to say this, as black men, we kind of critique ourselves to death on every little thing because society wants to throw this out. And I'm not gonna say that black women don't get the tough end of the stick either on the way they perceived in certain ways. But I'm just speaking on being a black man because that's all I ever been my whole life. It's like we can't be so down on ourselves because at this stage where we are currently, what we thought we were gonna be, we're not even half of where we figured we would be right now. I mean, bro, life happens. The thing of it is though, it's still time, So as long as you're acknowledging it and you putting forth the effort and the steps to get to those final levels, bro, you already on pace to, complete that task. So don't be hard on yourself. Um, Vaughn,
Excuse me, I apologize. It's kind of the sense what Marlo was saying. I feel like for me personally, resourceful wise, like not sound braggadocious, making things happen. Like I do have once again I brag. I do have two forms of income. So if something happens emergency wise, I can. I try to take care of that. I save as much as I can, put back. Or just try to make things happen and like first off, I think this is kind of like topic we had earlier. It's our preference wise because what you view as a high value individual is solely based off what you value. So it'd be what you're looking for in a person. But I don't have children. I don't have baby mamas. I don't have any priors. Wash my nuts.
no one asked you that. That's a.
uh,
I hope that don't make you high value because you clean your ass.
shit, shit, powder them and all that stuff. So, and
Nobody said, "Were you pampering your nuts?"
I'm
I'm
open.
you right now. We don't care.
Thank you, Stephen A.
Uh, I'm open minded and not just about sex. I know that's where I think I'm going, but I'm an open minded individual. Like, um, Marley said something as far as like trying to please people
Mm-hmm.
throughout his life. I kind of deal with that on and off. I think I've gotten better as I gotten older because it'd be times like it'd be situations where turmoil or confrontation to be there, and I was take a back. See, it ain't gotta be me. I just be a participator, a spectator, or around the shit, and I would probably hold my 2 cents because I'm trying to mediate or whatever, or I'm just trying to keep it cool. But I'm like, man, I really don't want to be around this, or I don't know how to deal with this shit. And now I'm kind of to the point where, like, look, man, this is what I'm gonna say. This is how I feel. Whatever. Even if I'm involved in it, and that came from wanting relationships not to dwindle or to lessen with the people involved or person I'm involved with. Because I'm thinking about the overall bigger picture, opposed maybe to how I feel. Holding or suppressing emotions to make somebody else happy or to make somebody else comfortable. And I feel like, that's something you can't do all the time. So I feel like I'm able to put my own needs to the back burner to see somebody else happy. And that's important in a relationship to an extent, viewers. I feel like, yeah, resourceful wise, yes, but I still deal with emotional, excuse me, I'm a little stuffed up. I still deal with emotional immaturity. I can say that, from my childhood to my teenage years, to my younger 20s to almost going into my early 30s. I still deal with emotional immaturity, like how to process things, how to say things, and how to deal with certain things. So I think from a resourceful and being present, yes, but I think emotionally, I'm not there all the way. So
Good answer. Good answer. To wrap this up, am I a high value man? No. Do I want to be a high value man? No. My aim is not to go through life trying to check off all these so-called imaginary expectations that the internet and everybody else try to say, well,
amen.
a high value man needs this, a high value man. Look, from the standards of the internet, they say a high value man must make 6 figures.
Right.
Looks wise, I mean, he's got to be somewhere in the range from an 8 to a 10. I mean, you got all these different qualifications for a high value man, and I'm just like, yo, if I gotta jump through all these goddamn hoops just to feel like I'm solidified, then no, I'm not aiming to be a high value man. I would carry some characteristics of a high value man, but I'm not aiming for it. That's not my end all be all purpose. Um, I mean, I just want to be, you know, a God fearing man that also, has a sense of humor, but also a sense of purpose. I feel like starting this platform was big for not only me, Vaughn, all of us, because believe it or not, it's therapeutic. Whether we arguing, whether we, agreeing with each other or whatever the case may be, it's therapeutic because we're getting a chance to, express ourselves in manners and ways that on an everyday, day-to-day basis, we might not be able to. You might be on the clock working 8 hours, 12 hours, however long you may work. And, you might be in one case, you might not come in contact with a lot of people, but maybe once a day, unless you're on the road. But other than that, I mean, Vaughn case, shit, he around tons of fucking people all the time.
All the fucking
Marlon, you around, you're saying, I would imagine, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know your schedule or your work environment, but I imagine you're around, your same coworkers, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all about understanding, like Marley said, where you at in your life. Like Warren said, having that, that understanding of confidence. And then kind of like where Vaughn coming from, where the expectations shouldn't be what somebody else wanted to be, But see, me being honestly, just being brutally honest, I'm confident. I mean, yes, I want 6 figures. And no, I don't need to chase somebody else's validation. So that in it, in itself makes me high value, but I would never stake claim to being a high value man because, like I said, it's like those are natural things that came natural for me. You know, I'm not gonna always say, "Oh, I'm confident in every situation." You know, I don't know an individual that is. I
Right.
don't have all the answers all the time. You know, thing of it is, I'm not gonna always make the right decisions. You know, Vaughn says sometimes he emotionally reacts. I mean, what individual on earth doesn't?
Right.
I don't give a damn how high value you is. You put it in the right circumstances, you gonna do some crazy shit. You know?
And bro, I personally have it to where that's why I personally think I am a high value person because like I've I've went through the whole process of just caring so much about other people. Like I'm trying to make other people happy to a point. I totally forgot about like what makes me happy. So whenever I became a truck driver and stuff like that, I had a hell of a lot of time, obviously, to
Mm-hmm.
reflect up on like what do I want? Like what makes me happy? Like what is it about me that I like? And as all of the time has progressed or whatever, I've came out to have a greater understanding about who I am, what type of person I am, what type of person I'm trying to be around. And and I personally think that would have me to be the high volume stuff. Cause yeah, it's all opinion based and all that stuff, but but for me personally, it's about what you prefer, what you love and stuff like that. And I'm happy within myself. I have a good understanding within myself. So hell yeah, I'm great.
I'm gonna sum it up just like this. All I ever want to be in life is a purpose-driven man.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if I along the way become a high value man, then let the cards fall as it may. But it's not my arterial motive.
Right.
It's not what gets me up in the morning. It's the
Absolutely.
purpose. I'm purpose driven. I tell y'all all the time, I'm not the person to vent to because I always come with, solutions. A solution oriented person is somebody that always wants to solve problems. A person that always has a, a answer, not necessarily directly from their experiences, but they can draw it from maybe a friend's experience or a family member's experiences. So to me, is just based upon what are you chasing in life? Are you chasing that specific title? Are you chasing, like I said, purpose? Whatever the case may be. But don't get caught up in titles just because the social media world says, well, men nowadays need to be high value men. I mean, aim for certain characteristics of a high value man. That would be my best advice for you. But I mean, if that's not who you are deep within your essence, then don't go chasing something that you don't even fully fledged understand in the first place. Because then you will be doing the same shit that we speaking on. You will be trying to appease and please all the wrong people instead of the
Right.
most important person in your life, and that's self.
Absolutely.
So good talks, fellas. Good talks. Good talks, fellas. I appreciate that. Your honesty, transparency. Um, we move to a segue towards the end of the show. We like to call it "Get It Off Your Chest." And you know, I've been loving this show, and man, we gonna let's end it with a bang, fellas. Y'all got anything y'all want to get off your chest?
Yeah, man. Shit, let's go on and get this shit off real quick. Like,
Okay.
I definitely got something I wanted to get off my chest, man. The president, he put in to where you get 10,000 off your student loans and stuff and like crap like that, and it's up to
Mhm.
like 20,000 with a Pell Grant or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And I just wanted to take the little time to just like say like absolutely like milestone. It helped a few people. Like it helps to a extent, but I personally feel like it could have been done a little bit more. It could have been up to like 25,000 or 30 or 50,000 possibly to help out. Because it is people who done spent their entire fucking life up in college, bro. It's people that have tabs up to like $200,000, bro. What the fuck 10 are your $1,000 gonna do? It ain't gonna even help up on the damn interest of the damn loan type thing. So, and also, he also have it to where the 10 um coming up off your crap is only for people that make under 125 a year. And it's crazy because like I've been working my ass off all these years, grinding, trying to make something up out of nothing. And yeah, now I'm up in a different tax right now, but still I personally think whenever all of us was up in college or trying to head to college or whatever, all of us was broke. Like all of us was trying to scrape and strive and shit. So I personally think, yeah, now I'm okay, but I still would have been more appreciated if it was for everybody because everybody went through that damn struggle. Like, yeah, now I'm up there up in the higher tax bracket, but still, I still had those problems with school or whatever. So, like, I don't understand why he had to have it to where it only had to be people up under 125,000 and stuff like that, or it's only 10,000, 20,000 with the Pell Grant or whatever. Like, it's a good look for him to like have it to where he can try to talk about it up in his next campaign and shit like that. Yeah, it looked good.
Not gonna happen. He probably gonna die.
But bullshit.
God, just,
I'm sorry. I'm just brutally honest.
um,
He might die at the podium. Go ahead.
God damn, man.
That was fucked up.
Yes. I mean, my man fell off a bike. He didn't die. I mean, all I'm about to say, shit, I'm on the opposite end. I mean, man, I'm happy about it, but like, shit, the only thing I can say, because like neither of us in the room, but I just say that the reason the numbers are like they are is that politics. You know, he just couldn't just set this bill up and send it through however he wanted to. He got two different parties that's arguing over it, so there was a bunch of compromising in there, and that's the numbers and the bridges that
True.
on the corner. So
And
that's the only
also,
good thing I can.
we just spent just like another what 200, 300
Another
up,
trillion on Ukraine or something.
up on Ukraine or whatever. Even though we constantly trying to find the money. Like, bro, cash pop up out of nowhere whenever it comes to like the war shit. But
Yeah, we
whenever it's trying
good
to
helping
help
other
out
countries.
people, it's hard to try to find that damn money then. So
All I
shit,
need is
wow.
my 40 acres in the mule. Can we get some reparations in this bitch? But Vaughn, you got anything you want to say?
I had some. I'll go ahead. Mine's kind of low.
Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
From like some weeks ago we last posted. But shit, man, climate change still out here wrecking lives and shit. You know, freaking. I just heard down there in Mississippi it was like flood warnings all over, like the Jackson area and stuff like that because of freaking
Yeah.
rain and like raining all week and shit. Like 12 inches of rain, I think, at one point. So everybody's safe down there. Then this story in Pakistan or whatever about like 568 people died because of flood and they misplaced millions and shit because of flooding. So like, hey man, y'all can still stay out here and believe that this climate change shit ain't about nothing and just not realize what's going on around you. But I would say open your eyes to what's going on around you, and this planet is tired of all this shit. And then other stories, a Saudi woman just got sentenced. I don't know if y'all heard about this. The 300, not 300, but 34 years because she, for a tweet, an activist tweet she put in, she was going to school in the U.S. working on her doctorates, and she came back home, and I guess because it's illegal for women or anybody to have social media, they sentenced her, they arrested her and sentenced her to 34 years just for one tweet about activism, man. So
God damn, boy, they giving out Britney nothing. Yeah.
I said it was crazy too, man. And just, that's, to me, that's just a chance to reflect on, like, shit, we all thinking about we down bad and shit, but it's a lot more crazier shit and things happen here. And then speaking of down bad, a man, I don't know where he's from. I think he might be from America, but man was on vacation, and not to badmouth Italy or anything like that, because I don't think Italy had to do it. I think his choice is what he did. But and one day a man reported as being diagnosed with monkeypox, HIV, and COVID all in the same damn day. So he had one trip, and that trip changed his life.
Yeah. That fucking nose was riding. I know you talking about.
Yeah, I just found that stunning.
Can I ask a racial question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What color was he?
He's white. He's Russian.
They look white. They look white. Just.
Oh, okay. So he fucked a monkey. All right, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
No, but those the few things, man. The like serious thing. Well, this next one's kind of serious, but I wouldn't be petty if I didn't have one petty story. So, just the other day, the last preseason is wrapping up. The Ravens mascot was playing at halftime with some youth, and he went down. The crowd thought it was a joke or a gag, but it turned out that the Ravens had to end up getting carted off the field. And to him, all I have to say, I mean, I'm hoping that everything is good, that it turns out good for him. But I would just say,
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us.
broke his shit playing with some kids. That shit fucked up. And if that don't do it for you, I got some beat. I know we on that was the wrong podcast. I guess here go the one for us.
Hey, nigga, don't play it too long. That was it.
From standing on the corners bopping, from dropping some of the hardest rap. Oh, go ahead.
It's under 10 seconds. I cut it under 10 seconds.
Shit, boy, Jay-Z don't play about that shit.
He don't own this motherfucker. We could be called 48 Nation.
Hey, that might be a name for the fans.
God damn, Vaughn.
He's drunk and out of the picture.
Oh my
And you
God.
already know how the fuck your
I
fans
think
is,
he
man.
on that Mad Dog 44. We just would like to say,
really
thank y'all for the support y'all been giving, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and look out. We are on TikTok. So, if you missed the episode, or if you want to see some funny shit, just stay tuned. We finna have a lot of stuff going on this fourth quarter. Y'all just stay put. It's finna get real funky in this motherfucker.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's been another legendary one. Ladies, you know what you need to do. IG, DM, you know the rest. Fellas, I appreciate y'all coming through, with the knowledge and the game y'all was kicking today. That was real player-ish, Vaughn, I don't know if Vaughn, you here?
Are you still with us?
No, Vaughn gone, y'all. Vaun
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
No one can hear you.
We can hear
I'm
you
sorry
now.
about that. I'm sorry about that. No, I ain't have nothing, man. Juice basically said what I was gonna say.
I was gonna ask you what's the TikTok thing so they can find it. What's the name or something?
Oh man, just same as this show, man. It's gonna be I'm Just Saying 48 podcasts. I'm just saying 48 podcasts. No G in the saying. So SAYIN. Man, fuck with us. Interact with us. Yeah, just check us out.
Then on that note, you know I gotta do it. And here it is. Tough times don't last, but tough people do. We are the fam. I'm just saying 48. It's been another legendary one. You know, usually we'll leave out with one of Von crazy sayings, but I feel like some uplifting need to be done. So I leave y'all with this.
Every nigga is a star.
Wow.
Every nigga is a star.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we are out.
Shit, I'm a
Yes, sir.
star. That's for damn sure.